Go ahead and send me Attilio. I didn't receive it. I'm calling you right now. Hello. Good to see you, Abu Yasmin. I don't know, man, what's going on. It's been so crazy. So I get disrupted, you know, when I reach like 220. I don't know why. Is it something to do with the Facebook hackers? Well, I don't understand. Wallahi, when we reach 222, it you know, today it's been disrupted. Yeah, I seen that. So it's unfortunate, Yani. Something. Yeah, it's. So anyway, let's move on. It's okay. You know? Thank you, Brother Jongkor, you know, for giving me the opportunity to speak here, and thanks for your viewers as well for tuning in. Concerned citizens of South Sudan, and I think the show today is about the interview that was conducted by Citizens TV with President Kiir, right? Correct. Okay. I actually was watching. A lot of people said some good stuff, including the last speaker, Kurukuju. They were all well articulated. And I have just some few disagreements with the Ambassador Emmanuel Jawin. Yeah. It was well spoken, but the example that he gave, I thought it wouldn't come from somebody like him, because it's very sensitive, you know, when he said we have a concept of angage. We Junubin, we have concept of angage. I don't know why did you choose Dinka language in particular. You know, our society is very complex and very sensitive. You know, some people may take it a different way. With someone like him with a high caliber, you should refrain from using those terminology, because it will not sit well with some other folks. In regard to the interview, first of all, you need to know, Citizens, the Kenyan TV is a private company owned by the Royal Media Service, which is owned actually by the relative of the President Uhuru Kenyatta. And they have the commercial branch where they run a business. So don't be surprised to find out that the interview that was conducted in J1 with President Kiir was paid for, and it's absolutely paid for. Yeah, even the South Sudan Broadcasting today, if you have some news that you need to air out, you have to pay some fees, like $200 or something. So this is how the media operate, because any media house, somebody paid them in order to air out whatever they want to hear, or their policies or their politics. But the bottom line is this: in regard to the interview that was conducted with President Kiir, I agree with a lot of folks, especially Dr. Emmanuel. he said a very good point that President Salva Kiir actually got his mandate to be a president from this peace agreement, because that peace agreement will give him another 4 years to be a president, regardless. That will disregard the you being elected to the office, you know. So that will bring us to the point that President Salva Kiir and governments are more up to peace than any other, because they are the one who running the country, and people of South Sudan are suffering. So who should actually seek and bring peace to them is the government. So for the president in his interview to say that Riek Machar doesn't have any choice, he has to sign the peace, and he has a choice, he can continue war or something, that's not right. Yeah. But the bottom line is this president interview was lacking conciliatory tones, because any conflicts or any civil war should be followed by the procedures of paving the way for the reconciliations. And who should start that is the leader who signed the peace agreement. So people like Mr. Brother Tuch and you and me can follow what the leader is saying. You see, so in that regard, President was actually didn't express himself very well in that interview. Something went wrong, I don't know, but the interview was paid for. And as Brother Cheng, the comedian, said, yes, I agree with him, that's not the right time. But it sounds like it was a countering interview because of General Paul Malong when he interviewed by Jeff in the same TV. Yes. And you can tell as well when President was asked about General Paul Malong that he said President Salva Kiir is a good soldier but a bad leader. Malong as well can be blamed, a choice of the words, and then President was too emotional, referring to Malong now is allied to Dr. Riek, and is not a good manager. And as a matter of fact, you actually appointed him by the presidential decree to manage the war, so he's a good manager. Correct. You see, yeah. So the president actually came up short in that interview. It should have been actually inclusive in terms of conciliatory tones. يعني يكون فيها يعني نوع من الصلح من ناحية اللهجة. شايف كيف؟ فده الحتة اللي يمكن نقص، لكن يعني الهجوم كان شديد لدكتور ياك, and that's not right. I agree somehow with the reference Kwan Malwal. That's not the language that we're supposed to hear from the presidents at this juncture, Yes. Meantime, we are going to celebrate the peace agreement in 2 weeks or a week to come, and then come out and speak in that fashion. That's what was a coup, power hungry. I know we were asked if the peace didn't work previously, do you think this peace is going to work? You have to choose your word carefully too, and you have to justify, So all in all, the president was lacking conciliatory in his message, and he shouldn't refer to the coup, power angry. The thing is this: the conflict in South Sudan is a power struggle. When you have a power struggle, there is two parties. People are fighting over the power. In this case, it's President Salva Kiir and Riek Machar. So both are power hungry, if you want to put it that way. Yeah.
But Tilio, at the same time, everybody wondering, other South Sudan, they are wondering why this time, the time that they are going to celebrate, the time that we're supposed to have reconciliation, the time that president has to come up with assurance to the people of South Sudan. Why this tone? Why at this critical moment, 5-6 days prior to celebration?
Yeah, that's how things are mixed up, in the country. So what do you expect? This is not a first time, and we've seen that with the previous war and J1 conflict. So this is not a first time. You actually touched on it slightly that maybe president have intention of provoking something, or just preventing Riek Machar to come. And despite that, I know Riek is pushed to the very narrow corner. So, and president said that Riek Machar doesn't have any choice, except to sign a peace. It's observed, like even folks within the IO, like Kwan Malwal said, yes, this is a very critical time for the IO. They need to regroup themselves and to,
Go ahead. Look like somebody called Tilio. Tilio, look like somebody called you. do this and see if we can finish. So if you are back, you can request me back, Attilio, so you can finish your thought before I bring somebody else. Just go ahead and send it to me, and then we move forward. So I don't see that. Yeah, go ahead and finish. Malaysia, look like somebody call you.
Yeah, that's the things, our people, when you see someone on live, this means that he's using the same device. When you call me, he's going to interrupt the show, and I'm sorry for that,
Yeah, no problem. Just
yeah,
go ahead.
I always finish, As I said, you touch on it, that probably there was intention of provoking Riek Machar not to come, but the country and the nations need peace at this juncture, Even though we're very suspicious this peace is going to work, but we hope is going to work. Unlike Brother Tuj, when he said people are hunting for the negative things to happen. No. You have it wrong there, brothers. We actually for peace, and if this peace is going to hold up, that's what we wish to work, and we can do whatever in our capacity to support it, because who are suffering is our people. Those big guys, even president's family, whatever, they are doing very well without peace and with peace, but the average folks are suffering, like me and even Tuj himself. So we have to be very careful as well. All South Sudanese and social media here are for peace, and we hope this peace is going to work. But what the problem is this, what we are expecting from the president at this juncture, that didn't happen, because I was expecting him to come out. I'm ready this time, despite that I have very frosty relationship with my brother, Dr. Riek Machar. But at this time, we hope we're going to work together, and I look forward to work with him from next week, and include some others. Even the way he was answering Paul Malong was actually too very low,
Very emotional.
Yeah, very emotional, and that's not good. As a matter of fact, Malong Awan is the guy who actually dismantled the opposition. He managed the war in favor of the government. And
protected
that's
him.
Why, yes. So, president need to be very inclusive, need to be very conciliatory in his tones. You are the first man in the country. So, Riek Machar is just an opposition dude. Just try to attract him. لقطة الصلح يعني حتى اخواننا مع الحكومه برضه بنفس الكيفيه برضه السلام ده ما حاجه زيه لكن you need to sell it you don't need to intimidate people that Mr. X doesn't have a choice. No, that's not a language,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but all in all, I hope President Salva Kiir, we know him as through the history, is a good guy, but sometimes having a problem expressing himself. And it's not only the President Salva Kiir, a lot of presidents, even including President Trump in the United States, is having some difficulties to express himself. So it's not only President Salva Kiir, but who to be blamed in this juncture is the presidency. When I say presidency, it's not president himself. It's the people around him, people who are advising him. This question may come. You need to ask this and that. But in regard to the citizens' channels or TV, is paid for, is a private TV based in Kenya, is owned by the Royal Media Service. So what do you expect?
Exactly. And president, like you put it correctly, president should set a good example, because if you are just speaking, arrogantly or using derogatory, terms, that's why people are likely to have problems. And now you see how things turn in the United States when the President Trump go to crowd, and then he can say things out of his mind. And then some people, they will take that, oh, that's okay from the president, I can do whatever I want. And I congratulate FBI for arresting that guy, the guy that set up, the bombs and all these stupid things.
You remind me. You remind me, very good example. I think it was in news a week ago. Someone was arrested, touching women, and he said the president says it's okay to touch women in the United States.
That's crazy. Because when you are not carefully, because you are a high example in the country, and that's what we are asking. Send message of hope, message of care, message of love, you know, message of unity and togetherness. That's what people need from you. At least you can assure people that there is something good is going to happen out of this. But don't push them back, because now we have been saying we have doubt. There is mistrust already in the country. And now you are making it worse, you know. So Attilio, thank you so much. You know, if you want to add anything before I let you go, you can go ahead and do that.
Well, I don't have anything to add. We are peace-loving folks. Myself, I endorse this peace, despite that I'm not part of it. But I hope it will hold. It will bring our people together, so we will move our country to the next level. One reminder, and once again, to Emmanuel Ejawin, is a guy that I respect a lot with the high caliber. Please be careful, and I hope you can have an opportunity next time to withdraw that, because giving example of one tribe in that terminology, Anyej.
Actually, he said in Chiluk also they say Anyej.
In Chiluk, no. Okay, what about Bari?
No, I don't know that.
And Zandi.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bottom line is for us to refrain from that. You know, he's a good guy. You know, I respect him a lot. But
sure,
it is
very articulate. All
yeah,
right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Attila. You have a good day. All right, let me go ahead and see. John Wokpot, I'm calling you. Go ahead and answer that. John Wokpot. I don't know. Is that how it sounds? It may sound different. I'm calling you, John Wokpot. It's connecting. Hopefully, it's gonna work. John Wokpot, good to see you. Is that the
Wow.
right way to say your last name?
Yeah, nice to see you too, man.
Yeah, good. So, John Wokpot, is that the right way to say your last name? I said Wokpot, is that right?
Yeah, thank you very much, Jongkor. I'm very glad today to hear you, and I thank all your viewers. I myself, what I know, what is going on in South Sudan is a very big problem, and the problem is the president by himself who is creating the problem. The president of South Sudan is not really president that he want to have peace with South Sudanese people. Why? Because Salva Kiir was traveled for many years from Anyanya 1 to SPLA. He should know what is going on and why he was fighting all these years. And when the pieces come, that is called CPA. It was American.
So, John,
pieces.
John, let's go back. Let's go back to our topic now. Now, why do you think President Kiir held such an interview in this critical time, the time that they are going to celebrate? What do you think? What provoked him? Why?
Yeah, I know that the president is not ready to have a peace in South Sudan. President has been posed by Umar Bashir and Yoweri Museveni. So president is not ready. President wants to push Riek Machar to
put the TV down
and
put the TV volume down.
President wants to take Riek Machar to Juba and put the root of the cause of the war into the neck of Riek Machar. That is what I know. But there is no peace. There is no peace. The peace have been dealing in Khartoum. Umar Bashir have dealing. He need oil, fuel. That is what he want. He don't want the people of South Sudan, and he need that coal marham to be controlled. In other Barakazal, they call a will. That is why he's always hanging up for male 14. And President doesn't talk about it. President is always try to clean up inside, and he don't care.
So now, John, do you think everything is going to be okay? Because you said that president is not prepared.
No.
So totally you don't
No,
think so?
no, I don't think that. I don't think that there is a pieces. There are no pieces. If Riyad Machar is if Riyad Machar going to Cuba right now, he's going to be in jail.
Okay. Well, John.
Yeah, Riyad Machar is going to sit him in jail. That is why President have to release all the the people who are sitting in jail right now. He have to release them, all the political, including Peter Gadet. The Peter Gadet is spokesperson of Riyad Machar. Riyad Machar have to talk about this.
Okay, thank you so much,
Yeah,
John,
that's what
for
I
your
mean.
perspective. Let me go ahead and give other South Sudanese opportunity to come on and air their perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, but what I was told to all the citizens and all the people of the South Sudan about the pieces, I don't want people who are going to support Salva Kiir and they don't know why they are supporting Salva Kiir. What Salva Kiir did all these times, I don't know what he did. And if we were asking them what Salva Kiir have been doing all these times, from 2005 up to today, he did nothing. He did not build road construction to a one chance the place he was born. He is just only there in Cuba doing his own things again.
Thank you, John. Let me go ahead and get the other South Sudan. It was good. It was good having you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I need all South Sudanese people to support the citizen. The citizen. What is the citizen? What is the meaning of citizen?
Thank you.
The citizen have right to talk out. Like you are always talking about the concerned citizen. You want to know really what is going on. That is what I want. I want all our people to support. But President Salva Kiir is not the person who is going to rule the people of South Sudan.
You have a wonderful. Thank you. That's John Wokpot there from Switzerland, I believe so. So airing his perspective. Let's move ahead here and see who are next here. Okay, I'm calling Davida. I will call you as well. Davida. Hello.
Hi, Jongkor. Okay.
I am doing good. Good to see you, sister. How are you?
Okay, thank you for calling me. Okay, for the first time, I just come into your show. That I do watch you, but I didn't like to participate. But because I have just few points to say, and I know you are talking about the interview that has been conducted by the Kenyan guy.
Yes.
That interview, of course, you know, those East African countries, they know what they are doing in South Sudan. And they know the weakness of South Sudanese. This is why they are digging, like they are digging the wound, you know, and they want that those bad comments to come out. Like in rap, Dr. Machar cannot come to attend the peace celebration, you know. And for me, I just feel like this peace is really, I don't know, but this peace, it doesn't like seem like it's a real peace, because the signs and words that come from our president, it doesn't give us hope that really this is gonna work. And for me, I just say like the SPLM has failed because they forgot the vision of their struggle. We are tired from suffering from war since 1955 up to now. We are really tired of that, you know. And our country is very rich, but we just say that the vision of the struggle has just ended with late John Garang, because you can see that they don't have that jealousy. Where is that jealousy that they have been fighting for? They wanted to bring peace in our country. They want us to enjoy our resources like development, go to school, have medicine, have food, have everything. But they failed to give us those services. They are going to different countries. They go to treat there. Why they don't bring the hospitals to our country to treat inside the country? Yeah? They have a lot of money and they just wasting money to go out and buying houses out there, and at the end of the day they just ended up like house and eating the food just like that, which is, it doesn't give meaning to the struggle. And for me, like Salva Kiir Mayardit, our president, I don't think he has really a vision for our country, because even when he came to power, he couldn't believe that he would be a president of South Sudan one day. You know, the sudden death of late Dr. Jongkor, and he came to the power, he found that he just enjoyed the position there. He's doing nothing. He don't know even what to do. He don't have, you know, experience. He don't have vision so that he can build our country. Now he's just sitting there like going on with his own structures, which is really a bad picture in the whole world. We are tired. So we don't think Salva Kiir will bring peace. He just want to erupt this peace, and we don't know what will happen, but we are still praying that things will work out. And I just praise you, Jongkor, for what you are doing, because you are giving us like chances to express our own, you know, our own insights. So what we are talking here, everybody come out with the point, and they are listening over there. I hope they will work with that. So we are just calling for our leadership, the opposition, and Salva Kiir. Let them see the suffering of our people. We are tired from wars. How many generations of South Sudan have been born in war and now ending in war? They should see that. They have to forget about their benefits. Let them see the suffering of people of South Sudan. Right. You know. So this is just we are just begging them to keep eyes on what is happening in our country. Let them stand up and let us work alone together and build our country. Besides these East African countries who are every time coming to confuse us. Even in peace, they want to put something so that they can confuse people and destroy the peace that is supposed to come. So we are looking forward, and we praise you for what we are doing. You are doing, Jongkor. I thank you, and I don't have more. I just have these few points, you know.
Thank you so much, Davidika. The first time.
Davidika.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time saying that name. It's good that you came in and you air your perspective. Thank you, my sister. You know, this is our forum. This is forum for all South Sudanese. We have to raise our concern. It's good to have you, and please, you know, keep coming and, you know, and add your perspective as well. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Okay, thank you. God bless you.
Okay, let me go ahead here and see who's next. Let me check. Suleiman Dandra, I don't see you sending a request. Would you please send a request, Suleiman Dandra? Dandra. I don't know where is Suleiman Dandra. Okay, I'm calling you right now, Dandra. Suleiman, I'm calling you. Suleiman, I'm calling you right now. Go ahead and answer, please, so we can move on. Look like having a hard time, you know, connecting. It looked like Suleiman Baid or something going on with the phone. I'll call you, Mark. Just give me one moment here. Go ahead and calling you. Answer that, please. I know we have been disrupted many times today. We apologize for that. So Suleiman is not responding, actually. You know, I'm still calling him, but he's not responding. We'll go back to my list here. Okay, Mark, I'm calling you. Mark, I know that it's really, really early morning in Australia.
Yeah.
Welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. I'm sorry, Mark, it's late.
Yeah, it's actually I woke up very early.
Yeah.
I don't know to bedri
Wow, that's good. So, Mark, what is your perspective, Dr. Mark?
Yeah, thank you for putting me here. Let me put the light on. Yeah, the thing with this interview, I will just go back to 2009 with the President Kiir, not only President Kiir, but the entire government of South Sudan issue with the journalism and the media. 2009, there was a lady. She's a journalist at I think a Sudani newspaper. She went to Juba to have an interview about the upcoming referendum that time, and as well with the issue of government of South Sudan that time under Sudan. So this lady, she had a chance to hold an interview with the president.
Okay.
She's a junior reporter or journalist. في السودان لو انت صحفي قدرت تعمل او there is any interview ده يعملوه مع رئيس بيجي رئيس التحرير او مجموعه او هيئه التحرير في الجريده.
No.
But that lady, through some people in the office of the president, she got the chance to get to the president office, and then she had an interview with the president.
Give me 1 second, Mark. Listen, brother, you don't have to like anyone. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my guest. But this forum is for all of us, for all South Sudanese from walk of life. So we give chance to everybody to speak, whether you like that person or you don't like that person. It's not your choice. Your choice if you don't like a person. And then if you don't want to watch, you can excuse yourself. But we are not here for likability. I'm not here for people to like me or to love me. No, we can respect each other, you know. We are here to have our own different opinions. So it's not a matter of likability. So go ahead.
The show, ناس بقى بضاعة ولا شنو like or don't like.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So that lady, she had the chance to interview the president and the vice president, and at the same time, and then she went and interviewed James Hoss, and you know, then the confusion came in because she had a statement. She put on all the details of what she had gone from the president and the vice president. Even bigger fee as Ila, she asked the questions like she asked the president in the akhir ita indak hakuma ju hakuma, like hakuma btak barau or hakuma btak dictoriak barau. So she published that on the newspaper in Khartoum, and then bigger fee mashakil who gave her the chance to interview the president. So it became of inconsistency in the office of the president about the duty. As well as the office of the president, the media sector is not there. So a lot of things. At the end, like with Jeff, when he went and did that, what do you call the interview? I think you're supposed to be there, and yeah, people are saying that he's supposed to have a guideline, and his questions need to be presented to the president, and you know, selectivity. As you said before, this is cheating. Okay, so the president himself, he must know what exactly you know, the status of coup in the country. So he must expect what question will come on. So he became emotional on his answer regarding General Malong. But as Atilio said, I agree with him on that, because Citizen TV, Jeff Koinange is one of the reporters. He's a reporter been fired from CNN because of his fake reports, and you can speculate from his personality. يعني شغل مستهبلين. His talk, it's not serious.
Like, to be honest with you, Mark, I don't see any reason with any journalist when they go and interview. Hey, Some journalists, like Alitilo said, they get paid, and that's why sometimes they are not serious enough asking questions. Because listen, I'm not journalist by profession, but I learned something, in journalism. I was expecting that they will ask, the issue of national security. People have been arrested, journalists, when they write articles, they've been arrested. Is that thing is going to be contained? I was expecting they will ask about the refugees in neighboring country. Are you working, with your opponent that you signed peace with that to come home? There's so many good things has something to do with, with the citizen, but he did not. But at the end of the day, the president need to convey the message of hope and unity. That's what matters most. Any presidents all over the world, they have to appease the nation. That's your job, because your job, you're the father of all. Your job is not to come and push the button. No, you don't come and push the button or poke somebody and say, no, he's the damn. You don't do that, because now all the eyes are on you, because you're the head of state. So,
and he got the chance. He got the chance to send that positive message about the peace that Ayo and the signatories for the Khartoum peace agreement. He got the chance to send that positive message, but he got back to his old grievances with the Korea, accusing him of the coup. So he don't need to go to that, and Jeff is still like dragging him back to the point until he jumped into the point of war crimes and ICC. And then President Kiir started, I'm ready to go to ICC. So, but then the manager, does he will be ready to go? Because this statement will be now all the human rights activists, they put that down, and now there is a guy called Clem, if I'm not mistaken. He put that on his tweet. He said that, are you ready in November to go to Hague? So this is a problem. Like President Kiir, he needs to be careful with his old statements. And one of the things, like as I used to say, the reason that there is there's a problem within the SPLM is, this guy, Niall Bol. He made an interview a long time ago, 2014, about the future of President Kiir and Dr. Riek. He said those people they have nothing to add to the country, because some of the agreement never been implemented before the CPA Woolliet agreement, which was signed in 2003. So because this agreement did not sign, and the death of late Dr. John complicated things, because those forces need to be go through certain process to be one forces. That's why, like when Dr. John passed away, and then the modalities, or the timeline for implementing Woolliet agreement. President Kiir said to Dr. Riek, my brother, let's keep this. Now we have the serious matter here, CPA. So Dr. Riek and was hoping also President Kiir to be serious on the matter of handing over the power, and he keep promising them all, even including Pagana, Jama'ana, I'm leaving. He keep preaching that in the San Teresa in Juba, Equator. But later on, people surprised when things become problematic in the SPLM and continue.
You brought a very interesting point. Jeff Koinange actually asked a very, very serious question. He said, Mr. President, since you've become a president of the Republic, not president of Southern Sudan with a small s, Republic of South Sudan, it's been 7 years. But it's been all wars. The majority of the time is 5 years. We gained independence in 2011, and then 2 years later, we went to war, and then we start fighting, and nothing moving ahead, People are dying, hunger, diseases, human rights. Why don't you keep it over? Why don't you just give it to that guy? Why don't you? And President Kiir actually got a little bit emotional, and he said, it's not up to me.
Yeah.
It's up to the people who elected me. Who are those people elected you? President Kiir came to the power through South-South dialogue in 2011. It was a mandate, okay? And then he continued, and we're supposed to have an election in 2015. And then they created war. no election. And then the peace deal was signed, all right? And then he got another mandate from that peace deal, right? So who are those people now President Kiir is talking about? They elected him. Don't you see it sometimes, you know, when I said there is issue of judgment, you know, look at the Ethiopia, the neighboring country. Look at the other countries, what they are doing. I feel there is no will. There is no will to have stability in this newborn country. I said many things in this program all the time. President Kiir, he has a lot in common with George Washington of the United States. I'm not making a contrast, but I'm making that there is something, because George Washington, he was a soldier and he became a general. And they become a rebel too. They rebel against the king of England, right? Yeah. And then he led the rebellion that liberated the United States to have an independence. And then he became a president. And after he became a president, actually 3 times, and then people want him to get fourth term. But he said, no. We have more people in the country. And if we set bad example, and then bad example will continue. President Kiir was what? Was in military intelligence, okay, a good soldier, is a rebel, a leader, a general, and became a president. This country, it should have been set in a good foundation. This is his job, actually. This is the job that the history always will remain generation and generation about how President Kiir was good. This is our founding father. You know, in his present, we gained the independence, and then the country has established this and established that, and then we had peace and all these things. Why do you want to be remembered? You want to be remembered war, killing, all these things, not having peace?
Yeah.
Last word, Mark, so we can move on. Last word.
You know, regarding this issue of the election of President Kiir to be president, you know, if people, I am one of the people who participated in the process of the, not the process, but, you know, monitoring and traveling around. I was involved. I moved around. I saw how people been voted. You know, it's very miserable. There was no election in South Sudan. Let's be clear. Intimidation. And even when I was voting, he was just looking. I said, like, are you crazy? This is a voting. Nobody can see what to who's your you know, casting your vote. The same thing. I went to Tony. I will be so frank. I went to Tony and I saw how people were. One of the MPs, his vote is 0. Ita ma mungkin tamshi tukun candidate وما تصوت لنفسك ولا الناس بيتسألوا ما يصوتوا لك. So those are the things. And then the observers, when they saw that situation.
All right, Mark, it looks like we are having technical problems and a lot of people are still here. Let me go ahead. Go ahead and wrap it up, Mark.
Yeah.
I have more people actually requesting it.
Yeah, because your show being interrupted by people be reporting your, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so President Kiir has to accept that he needs to step down, you know, to save his legacy, despite all odds that been happened, and people will forgive him for all the things that he has done, but if he has been advised by wrong people, he'll be in trouble, and he needs to drop this idea of revenge. And one of the things that like inconsistent in this office, because you know the rest. I don't want to mention things that may interrupt, but the last point I can go back is he fall down into that in the interview. He's supposed to say, this is not my job. When they ask him about issue of that lady Monica. بس يقول لما شغل بتاعي امشي اصلا as CID. They all the police.
I know. So thank you, Mark, you know, for your words and contribution, brother. It was good having you.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I will go. Yeah. I think I will go now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, you know, and bring other people. And I want to remind you, Jamal, if this broadcast disrupted Tani again, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to, you know, because we already have been doing it more and more and more. So please send in your requests so we can bring you in. That's my reminding for you, sending your request so we can bring you. Suleiman Dandra, I'm calling you right now. So I'm allowing you, please sending your request. And
my husband, he only has a green card. And I pray that Juan comes home.
Dandra.
Brother Jongkor ازيك يا اخي؟
اهلا وسهلا. Good to see you, brother.
انا وصلت متاخر البيت لانه طلعت بدري ورجعت متاخر، لكن شفت اغلب الشو بتاعك وشفت التوبيك برضه عجبني. وبمناسبه الود الاخير، الشاب الاخير اللي كان معك قال كلمات مهم جدا عجبني كثير. انا ما هكرره لكن اختصر لي الطريق كثير.
اوكي.
والليله لاول مره نحس انه انا اتفقت مع كركوجو في حاجات كثير، ما عدا القفله بتاعته ده حاجه ثانيه براو، لكن هو قال كلام ما اتقال كله في الشو ده، وكانه شاله من خشمي، كانه الفكره كان بس في... انت عارف يا جونكور، جنوب السودان من ما استغل الناس المستفيدين منهم دولتين، يوغندا وكينيا. تمشي الفنادق اللي في جوبا، كل الفنادق مستاجرينه، يعني الناس بيعملوا كونتراكت. تتخيل زول بيجي كيني بيجي بيعمل كونتراكت يشيل فندق يشغل فيه جنوبين. ده في العالم ما في حاجه زي ده. بالعكس انت الجنوب بتكون عندك كونتراكت تجيب ناس يجي يشتغلوا لك، لكن في الجنوب قاعد يحصل العكس. يوغندا او كيني بيجي بيشيل كونتراكت، حتى واو او ويل تمشي تلقى نفس الوضع. انا مشيت كينيا قبل السلام في 2000 نهايه 2005. الكي سي بي ده كان بنك ما في زول شغال به، لكن كنت جت سلام في جنوب السودان. كي سي بي هسه احسن بنك في كينيا، لانه هم شغالين في الجنوب. انت تاخذ قروشك يا جونكور بيخصموا منك، تسحب لو سحبت جنيه بيشيلوا منك فوق 10 قروش، يعني بيشيلوا 10% في السحب وبيشيلوا 10% في الايداع. البنوك الجنوبيه ما قاعد يعمل كده. البنوك الجنوبيه انت لما تودع بيشيلوا منك 10%، لكن لما تسحب ما في زول بيشيل منك حاجه، ما عدا الكي سي بي. فهم مستفيدين من الشغلانه بطريقه ما تتخيلوا. وكده الحرب حصل يا جنكر، القروش بتاعنا شالوه ودوه يوغندا. الاحتياطي بتاعنا في البنك المركزي شالوه ودوه يوغندا، لانه كان جوبا كان بيسقط وقال لك ما تعرف كده. عشان يرجعوه ما قدروا. انت كركوجو قال كلام مهم جدا. ليه الانترفيو ده في الزمن ده؟ وليه الرئيس يمشي يعمل معه انترفيو بدون ما يدوا الاسئله؟ في العالم ما في حاجه زي ده. انا سليمان، انت لو جونكر ده تعمل معي لقاء لابد ان اسالك الاسئله بتاعك شنو، عشان انا اجهز نفسي. لانه انت لما تفاجئني بسؤال بيكون ليه مشكله، وانا رئيس دوله. يعني اخر كلمه، الرئيس ده مع اخر كلمه. انت ما ممكن تتجاوب على اسئله بتاعت الصحفيين وانت ما عارف السؤال. يعني الحاجات دي هسه بقدر يعملوا لي عمر بشير، مش عشان عمر بشير قوي، لكن الكابينت اللي حول عمر بشير.
لكن سليمان some cable network ما بديك اسئله اصلا. some cable network ما بديك like CNN like Fox News like Sky News حاجات بريطانيا ده ما بدوك اسئله ما بدوك اسئله. لكن احيانا ده منك انت، يعني is from the journalist بيقول لك احنا هنتكلم كده وهنتكلم في ده وهنتكلم في ده عشان الرئيس يكون جاهز for instance. لكن actually when it comes to ethics you are not supposed to give them the اسئله.
ما اصلا يا جونكور، اصلا لو انت قلت لي ان احنا هنتكلم في كده ونتكلم في كده ونتكلم في كده، انت اديتني الاسئله. ما اصلا انت هتديني الاسئله مكتوبه، ما بتوريني ان احنا هنتكلم في كده انا بجهز نفسي، هتتكلم في كده هجهز نفسي. فما ممكن تجي تفاجئني بكلام انا ما مستعد له. وليه في الزمن ده؟ ليه في الزمن ده؟ انت عارف الافارقه ما دارين سلام في جنوب السودان ده خالص. لا، ما من مصلحتهم، مش كده، ما من مصلحتهم. حتى السودان ذاته ما من مصلحته انه جنوب السودان يكون دوله قويه، دوله مستقره. ده واضح لكل العيون. ونحن الجنوبيين متابعين الوضع. يعني انا المجنن شنو؟ مثلا معروف يا جنكر، اذا في حرب الاراضي بتاعك ما بكون فوق، انت ما بتكون مسيطر عليه. يعني بمثل بسيط، لو انت شاكلت ممرتك في بيت، الناس اللي بيخشوا جوه حوشك انت ما بتعرفهم، صح؟ ممكن يكون زول انت ما داير ذاته يخش جوا بيتك، بخش جوا بيتك يقول جاي احجزك، وانت زول ده انت ما داير ذاته. شفت كيف؟ فالشكل ده خلى الناس حتى يعني حسب في الوضع الطبيعي، هل عمر البشير، هل الجنوبيين سلفا ورياك حيقبلوا كان عمر البشير يكون الواسطه بتاعهم في حل المشكله ده؟
لا طبعا.
ما اظن كان ده اكيد طبعا ما حيقبلوا، لانه كرامه الجنوبيين ما حيسمح لهم انه يعملوا حاجه زي. لكن احنا وصلنا في محل سيء جدا جدا. الحل شنو؟ نفكر للحل. الحل شنو؟ نطلع من المأزق ده. الحل نطلع من المأزق ده، ما لا بزر نطلع من المأزق ده. اذا ان احنا جنوبيين، وانا عجبني كلام كركوجو، يا جماعه خلينا ننظر لنفسنا احنا جنوبيين، لكرامتنا نحن كجنوبيين. كده خلي سلفا كير، ما خلاص اي اتفقنا كلنا هو فشل كويس، والفشل بتاعه شوف في العالم الرئيس ما بيفشل، لانه الرئيس ما بيدير الحاجات كله. زي فريق بتاع كره قدم، فريق بتاع كره قدم لو اللعيبه بتاعك ما كويسين انت ما بتفوز. لو انت بقيت مدرب كويس زي شنو، لو جابوا لك مدرب احسن مدرب في العالم وما ادوا لعيبه ممتازين يطبقوا الخطه بتاعه، ما بفوز. الرئيس يعني دكتور جون، شوف الناس اللي حول دكتور جون كان يا جونكور، شوف الناس اللي حول دكتور جون. يعني اي زول تمسكه كان حول دكتور جون ده مشكله. عشان كده هو نجح، ما كان براو. وبعدين هو ذاته جواه ما كان في حاجه اسمه قبل. انا دكتور جون جاء القاهره يا جونكور، انا قابلته في القاهره. تخيل جمعوا منه 2 حراس، واحد من اكواتوريا واحد نوباوي، مع الحرس الزول الشخصي بتاعه بتاعت اللي بيشيل له الشنطه واللي بينظم حاجاته في البيت اللي هو دينكاو من بور. لكن الحراس اللي بيتحركوا معه واحد من اكواتوريا واحد نوباوي. ما في قائد جنوبي ممكن يقبل يطلع من الجنوب يجي في دوله زي مصر يكون ما حرس بتاعه ما جنوبي. ما بزول بيقدر يعمل كلام زي ده.
نعم.
لكن دكتور جون كان حرس بتاعه واحد من اكواتوريا واحد نوباوي. شوف الكلام العجيب ده. انا كنت شفت الموضوع ده عرفت ان دكتور جون قاعد يدينا درس في حاجه، الثقه في النفس. ثقه في النفس، انك تثق في نفسك انك انت قاعد تقول، والثقه ده ما بيجي الا لو انت ماشي صح. شوف يا جونكور، حاسس انت في الشو بتاعك ده انت متاكد انت ماشي صح، انت بتقعد مطمئن حتى من شكلك من قعدتك من اسئلتك انت مطمئن من نفسك. لكن لو حسيت ملت لجانب بتلقى نفسك هاجموك بجاي، دخلوا لك بجاي، طلعوك كده، بتلقى انت متلخبط. الحل شنو؟ احنا جنوبيين يا جماعه لابد نعيد كرامه لنفسنا، نصنع سلام. ما عندنا اي حل غير سلام. يعني عشان احنا نعيد كرامه الجنوبيين لابد نعمل سلام عشان الموضوع ده كله ينتهي. يا جونكور، القروش اللي بيجي من الدولارات اللي بيرسلوه من برا لجنوب السودان، اي قروش جاي من يو ان. يعني انت لما تمشي اليو ان بتلقى البنك اللي جوا اليو ان KCB، ما في بنك جنوبي جوا اليو ان. القروش اللي بيجي من برا بيجي للبنك الكيني. جنوبيين ما عندنا حاجه. ما تسمع جنوب ما عندنا حاجه، ما عندنا حاجه، احنا قاعدين ساي. فعشان نعيد الكلام ده، عشان كده هم ما دارين سلام، ما دارين زول زي جونكور عنده مخ يجي يخطط يصلح يجي. انت ما حتمشي الجنوب الا في سلام يا جونكور. زول زيك ما حيمشي الجنوب الا في سلام. دارين نجيب جنوبي نظيف يجي يشتغل لنا في الجنوب، لابد نصنع سلام. فعشان نصنع سلام احنا حنصنع السلام. وهم اصلا الخطه بتاعهم ما دارين رياض، لانه عارفين لو رياض جا والجنوبيين اتفقوا ولنفرض انه ياخذ ده شيء طبيعي. شيء طبيعي انه انا بكون مبسوط لو ان احنا اتفقنا في الجنوب ده، نوير على دينك على فرتيد على تشلوك على وحدنا كلمتنا، اي جنوبي بيكون مبسوط. لكن هم ما دايرين. عشان كده عملوا اللقاء ده، عشان دكتور رياض ما يمشي، عشان السلام ده ما يمشي قدام. فاحنا نعمل شنو؟ لابد نصنع السلام ده. احنا ما خايفين، احنا في اليوم ما خايفين.
اسس سليمان دكتور ياك لسه هيمشي مش كده؟
شوف يا جونكور، خليني اقول لك حاجه.
ما عندي عارف.
for the sake of جنوبين، احنا ما خايفين انه هو يموت. ما نحن اللي بنحرسه. ربنا احنا ما حرسناه وطلعناه من جنوب لحد يوغندا. مرتين هو طلع، ما نحن اللي حرسناه. يوم تم كان في دخلناه جو بوكسه بموت، كان دخلناه جو ثلاجه بموت. احنا ما خايفين عليه، واحنا عارفين ده كله حاجات نيجاتيف انه السلام ده ما يمشي قدام. انا سليمان لو سالوني، لو قالوا لي يا سليمان الدكتور رياض يمشي جوبا، انا بقول نعم يمشي جوبا. انا بقول له نعم يمشي جوبا. وانا بقول يا جنوبيين تعال نصنع السلام. انت عارف السلام اللي هم بيعملوه يا جونكور، منوس ادانا السلام اللي حسينا في يدنا ده. هل دانينا الجنوبيين عملنا السلام ده؟ ما ده نفسها فارغه ديل. ما ده كينيا ويوغندا واثيوبيا والسودان يا ادونا السلام ده. عشان كده هنا قاعدين ننقل السلام ما كويس، وده ما عملناه نحن السلام ده. طيب ما تعال نعمل السلام بتاعنا نحن الجنوبيين، ما تعال نصنع السلام. تعالوا نعمل سلام، لانه السلام ده ما بتاعنا. نعم انتوا قاعدين تقولوا ما كويس لانه ما بتاعنا. خلاص نشيلوا كعب زي ده ونجي نرجعه. يا جنكر بدل تمشي عريان، لو ادوك قماش مشروط او تمشي عريان، الاحسن شنو؟ تشيل القماش المشروط ترجعه، صح؟ ترجعه تخيطه وتلبس عشان يغطيك. السلام ده مشروط. تعال نرجعوه لنا الجنوبيين، نلبسوه يغطينا، يغطي دولتنا، نطلعنا من المأزق ده. لو في حاجه ثانيه قولوا لنا عشان نفهم، لكن غير كده تعالوا نصنع السلام ده نحن ذاتنا. دكتور رياك يمشي جوبا، لو اتقتل في جوبا سلام برضه بيجي. لو هم قتلوه ذاته ده سلام الاصلي بيجي. لو واحد زول يا ابو موت عشان الجنوب، خليه دكتور رياك يموت عشان الجنوب. كان ده زول واحد يا بس كان قتلوه الجنوب بيصلح، خليه يموت.
Actually,
لكن احنا واثقين، خلينا نقول لك احنا واثقين جواي انا سليمان واثق انه ربنا ده كبير جدا جدا. ربنا ما بيكبر بالظلم. ونحن الجنوبيين تعبنا، حاربنا 22 سنه، وحاربنا 18 سنه، وحتى حاربنا 5 سنه. لابد السلام يجي في الجنوب باي شكل كان، حتى لو بالتضحيات يا جوكم. انا هسه سليمان لو قالوا لي امشي جوبا انا بمشي، لو انا متاكد بمشي يقتلوني انا بمشي يا جوكم. لو في سلام عشان نصنع سلام وقال لي سليمان امشي جوبا انا همشي.
No problem.
ولو عارف انا حيقتلوني.
داير اقول كلام يا برادر سليمان، نحن اصلا احنا ما ضد سلام، ما حصل اليوم انا ضد سلام، لكن انا قاعد اقول شنو فيها كلام بيقولوا الجنوبيين بيقول يا طريق ملولو وطريق دغري، نحن دايرين بس يكون في طريق دغري عشان ما نرجع ثاني بمشكله. That's what we have been begging, that's what we have been saying. I saw that my brother دكتور مدود قال يا اخي قال دكتور ياك is going to Juba on Monday وهو ذاته بيكون لايف في يونايتد في ايربورت there. I hope that will work for you عشان تكون لايف.
اسمع لي جونكور حبيبي، انا متفق معك الكلام ده ملولو. طيب انا نرجع لك السؤال، نستعدلوا كيف؟ ما ادونا الطريقه نستعدلوا عشان نمشوا فيه. نستعدلوا كيف؟ ما السلام ده كعب. انا سليمان بقول لك اسمع لي، انا الليله بعترف لك انه السلام ده ما اصلي، لانه صنعوه الناس اللي بيعملوا زي الانترفيو ده، صنعوه الافارقه اللي انت قاعدين نشتكي منهم ده، هم صنعوا السلام ده. طيب الحل شنو؟ انا اديني حل عشان نعمله. انا زول داير سلام ونحن عارفين الى البلد سلام.
انا ما عندي اي مشكله، الكلام اللي انا قاعد اقوله السبب اللي خلاني نعمل شو ده، انا كان عندي ديفرنت توبيك، كان داير يتكلم عن يونيتي، كنا داير نتكلم عن وحده، لكن السبب اللي خلاني نتكلم الموضوع ده لنا رئيس الدوله الرئيس بتاعنا، رئيس الدوله دائما احنا بنتوقع منه يكون في مسج، يكون في رساله بتاع الوحده، رساله بتاع الامل، رساله بتاع المحبه، رساله بتاع التوجذرنس. لكن مثلا لما رئيس دوله يمضي السلام وهو يجي وزاد من نفسه يجي يقول يا فلان ده يعمل كده وفلان ده كده، يجي يعمل كومبلين. How do you feel؟ انا how do I feel؟ والناس اللي قاعدين في مخيمات how do they feel؟ they will feel انه مثلا ما في حاجه كويس. and that's why نحن بنقول لا، الكلام ده المفروض يا جماعه ما يحصل، لان انت دايما بتكون سيمبل زي ما انت راس البيت. خليك دايما سيمبل الكويس، كلام اللي انت بتقوله بوحد الناس. حتى ولو عندك كلام بطال في قلبك، خلي الكلام اللي يطلع ده يكون كلام كويس، كلام يكون جذاب. يعني لازم انت شفت ستيفن هنا ده، ستيفن بار قال شنو؟ انت سمعت كلام ده قبل؟ اي بلاي، لانه قال يا اخي احنا ما نمشي جوبا اللي يكون في ريليس او بي او دبليو، يكون في ريليس بوليتيكال ديتينيز، يكون في ليفت اوف ستيت اوف ايمرجنسي. لانه شايف
اسمع لي، ستيفن بار ده الرئيس بتاعنا، ده الرئيس بتاع الدبلوماسيين.
نعم.
وكلامه ده كلام طلعوا حتى دكتور رياض وكل الايوه متفقين عليهم. لكن في حاجه بقول الاصعب من الصعب، الاقوى من الشديد، الاشد من الشديد. يعني مرات انت بتضع شروط، ما سلفا خط وضع الشروط بتاعه، قال انا ما داري اشتغل مع رياض. لكن في عنده حاجه اسمه اشد من الشديد بيجبرك. انت عارف يا جونكور، انا اللي في جوبا الكابينت اللي حول الرئيس ده كله انا بمسكه بدخله سجن. الخلو المصحفي ده يمشي يعمل اللقاء ده كلهم بمسكهم كده بدخلهم سجن، لانه دي الناس ذاته عندهم. انت عارف ناس جوبا عندهم فكره انه السلام ده لو حصل كلهم بيمشوا الشارع، ده فكره في راسهم. يعني واقول لك حاجه، ولو فعلا انتخابات جا جنكر الانتخابات جا، هل الناس اللي في السلطه ده في زول فيهم بيجي برجع؟ تفتكر؟ يعني لو زي ما قاعدين تقولوا نعمل انتخابات حقيقيه ونجيبوا ناس منتخبين، برلمان منتخب، رئيس منتخب، هل الناس اللي في السلطه في جوبا دي بالانتخابات بيرجعوا يا جنكر زول واحد فيهم بيرجع فيه؟ ما في. هم ذاته قاعدين يقاتلوا انه السلام ما يجي، هم ذاته في رقبتهم قاعدين يقاتلوا السلام ما يجي. لابد ان انتوا ذاته جنوبيين تعرفوا الكلام ده، لانه هم ذاته عارفين بالانتخابات. انت كلنا عارفين الناس اللي حول الرئيس عندهم مشكله. وزي ما قال لك الشاب اللي قبلك ده، قال احنا ما دايرين نسمي الناس فاحنا كجنوبين انا داير اقول حاجه، احنا كجنوبين خلينا نفتش حل، بعد كده خلينا نفتش حل. صدقوني ما عندنا حل الا نفتش حل، والحل مش حل اي حاجه. اذا احنا دايرين نقول كير يمشي كيف؟ رياض يمشي كيف؟ لو دايرين نجيب سلام نجيبه كيف؟ دي الاسئله المفروض نجاوب عليها عشان نطلع من المأزق ده. احنا في مأزق حقيقي. بعدين احنا محاوطين بالناس كده. يعني السودان، اسال نفسك سؤال، هل السودان داير جنوب السودان دوله قويه مستقره متوحده بيستفيد هو جنوب السودان من الوضع ده؟ هل عمر البشير لو في حكومه قويه في جوبا، عمر البشير التصريحات اللي بيقولوا ده هيقولوا؟ هل موسيفيني كده يا جنكر؟ شوف مشكله عجيب، موسيفيني بيقوم من يوغندا بالبر، سلفا ما بقدر يسافر بالبر، موسيفيني بيقوم بالبر بيجي لحد جوبا ويجي يوقف الكونفنشن بتاع الاس بي ال ام. كده ما افكر الكلام ده، يجي من جوبا يوقف الكونفنشن ويقول لهم وقفوا الكونفنشن عشان سلام جاي عشان توحدوا الحزب، وناس يوقفوا الكونفنشن. انت بتفتكر ده شنو؟
مسيرين.
احنا للان سيب كده، احنا للان تفتكر بوضعنا ده كله جنوب السودان ما قادر يشتري طياره عشان الرئيس يسافر به؟
ده السؤال
لكن
انا
ما
قاعد
داير
اساله كل
يشتري.
يوم، ده السؤال انا قاعد اساله كل يوم. سياده الدوله ما يكون في طياره
لانه
مكتوب في ذا ريبابليك اوف ساوث السودان، بس خوفا انه انا
لا
لو انا ركبت طياره هيجيني مصيبه. طيب ما يمكن المصيبه يجيك ذاتي وانت قاعد تحت.
لانه الرئيس واثق اول ما بيخلصوا منه فوقه في الطياره ده، فوق بيسافر بالطيارات بتاع الناس. ده جواب واضح، وباكد لك الرئيس قاعد ما واثق من حاجه، ما واثق من اي زول. يعني هو زول قاعد ما واثق من اي زول. حتى بعدين يا جونكور انت ما قابلت سلفا، ما حصل انت قابلت سلفا كير. انا متاكد انت ما حصل. انا قعدت معه 11 يوم، بقعد معه من الصباح لحد الساعه 11 بالليل، 12 واحده بالليل. درست دراسه حقيقيه. ده شفت انت شفت الجنوب البسيط الصادق بتاع بانمونجان، رازول بتاع بانمونجان الصادق. لما نيجي مدينه زمان في زول من بانمونجان لما نيجي مدينه، هي المدينه بتدوب السليك بتدوب حجر وبيستغرب ده شنو ده، لانه في البلد الزول الكبير محترم. كلمته واحده سلفا كده، زول جنوب القديم كلمته واحده، افكار واحده، اتجاه واحد. لو قال جونكور كويس خلاص جونكور ده كويس. ليه؟ لحد لو انت شفت لو قلبت الدنيا كده انت جونكور كويس. لو اخذ في راسه جونكور بطال، لو انت شفت جبت له الجنه في تحت رجله جونكور بطال. يعني عنده الانطباع الاول عنك. لو انطبع عنك ان انت زول كويس انت زول كويس للنهايه. لو انطبع انطباع الاول في راسه انت زول ما كويس انت ما زول كويس للنهايه. فده زول محتاج ناس يتعاملوا معه بصدق. الناس اللي حوله طلع الناس اللي حوله مجرمين لدرجه بيسرقوا الخزينه الجو المكتب بتاعه. يا جنكر يا جنكر
هو يودي
تخيل
قروش
رئيس
في
دوله.
المكتب بتاعه ليه؟ لانه قروش بيكون في بنك. قروش يودي مكتب ليه ذاته؟
يا اخي كده سيب وهو قاعد ياخذ قروش في المكتب وذاته يابا ياخذ قروش في المكتب. ما ده المجرمين. اسمع يعني تفتكر بعقلك كده، تصورها بعقلك. يعني سلفا كير هيجيب له $1,000,000 يجي يشوفه يحط في جوب المكتب بتاعه؟ ما بيلمس قروش من الناس اللي حوله دي اللي قاعدين يعملوا الحاجات ده كله. زول بيجي بياخذ. اسمع في احكي لك قصه عجيب جدا. في كواجو قروش دايرين يعملوا به صيانه بتاع كنيسه، قاموا $250,000 قاموا شالوه ودوه للصراف بتاع وزاره الصحه. قالوا له يا اخي القروش ده الليله يوم الجمعه بنستلموه منك يوم الاثنين، يومين بس يا جنكر. اللي هو يوم السبت يوم الاحد عشان يجي يشيلوا منه قروش. وكنت جو يوم الاثنين لقوا قروش اختفت. يا زول القروش وين؟ قال انا ما بيعرف. كيف ما بيعرف؟ قال والله حراميه سرقوا. طيب الخزينه ما مكسور. قال له يومين ده جنوب السودان لقيت اسمه ده يومين بس قروش جايين يعملوا بوست يعني كنيسه. فنحن في وضع عجيب. انا داير اقول عشان نطلع منك جونكور اخوي. احنا في كارثه، نعترف لك احنا في كارثه حقيقيه. كارثه دخلنا نفسنا نين الجنوبيين فيه ما عارفين نطلع منه. ما عارفين نطلع، تصدقني ما قادرين. يعني زي عربيه الوحل وما قادرين نطلع. يا جماعه انتوا الناس البر المثقفين، الناس اللي بتفهموا زيكم كده، فتشوا لنا علاج للموضوع ده. فتشوا كيف نجيب سلام كده. انتوا قاعدين تقولوا انا كل يوم بخش بسمع سلام ما كويس وسلام ما. جيبوا لنا سلام الكويس على نحن الجنوبيين نشيلوه نطبقوه. ده اللي انا الطلب بتاعي منكم. شوفوا السلام كيف يعملوه. انا كجنوبيين بيرضينا كلنا، بيرضي المعارضه، بيرضي توماس شيريلو، بيرضي رياك، بيرضي سلفا، جيبوا لنا السلام ده نشاكل نقاتل عشان نفرض السلام.
ما نحن لو عملنا بروبوزل هسه، نحن لو عملنا بروبوزل برضه انتم ما هتقبلوا.
بروبوزل بتاعك اسمع، بروبوزل بتاعك انت ما داير اياك، انت ما داير سلمى. ده ما بروبوزل انت بتعمله.
نحن دايرين يكون في استقرار تام في البلد.
اسمع، انت ما بتشيلهم كده، انت ما بتشيلهم كده. وضع زي ده ما بيجي في العالم. انت ما يا جماعه، انتم ناس قاعدين في اوروبا يا جماعه، انتم ناس مثقفين وفاهمين. ما في زول انت بتجي زول شايل سلاح وشايل عنده جيش وعنده ناس تجي تقول له فوت، ما بيمشي منك.
انا ما قلت كده، انا قلت يا خلاص نحن رضينا انه يليدوا الفتره الانتقاليه ده، يليدوا الفتره الانتقاليه ده، لكن ما يجيب في انتخابات يا اخي عشان الشعب يكون ثقه شويه.
اسمع، ما في زول حيجور في انتخابات. احنا تعال كلنا كده، ما تعال كلنا نلم ورا السلام ده ونضغطوه كده نمشوا لحد الفتره الانتقاليه. لو قال داري يلم هو ذاته بيعرف انه الناس كله حاوطوا كده، نحاوطوه بس كده. لكن احنا ذاتنا منقسمين، في ناس بيقولوا السلام ما كويس هنا ما دايرين، وفي ناس سلام كويس هنا ما جنبه، وفي ناس ما تعرف كيف وده سلم نفسه. عشان كده هو ذاته مرتاح. فعد شكرا لك جونكور، انا اديتني فرصه ده، كتر خيرك. وانا زي لسه مصر انك كده فتشوا سلام من غير كير يمشي ورياق يمشي.
اوكي سليمان دندر، شكرا جزيلا يا اخوي.
شكرا لك انت ذاتك يعني، شكرا
كثير، شكرا جزيلا. اوكي you have a good night. Okay, let me go ahead here and see my list. More people on my list.
Jongkor.
Good to see you, brother. How are you?
The أول مرة show يقع 3 مرات.
3 مرات being distracted like crazy, you know.
I see. أنا شايف you are exhausted وعجانة خلاص.
I know, but we will not quit. We will not give up. We will not give up, inshallah. You know.
You plan to do it, so you have to keep it. That's emotional of it.
Yeah.
Inshallah, quit. I'm just in and out, man. You know.
I see that. I see that. أنا قاعد نتكلم عن تقييم لانترفيو بتاع الرئيس سلفا كير مع جيف كونانجي. ليه هو بيتكلم كده يا تشارلز؟ ونحن عارفين الاسبوع الجاي هيكون في celebration and you know hug and all this thing. We're gonna have cake together and عصير you know wine and all this thing. ليه هو بيتكلم كده؟
Well, let me say hi to your viewers, attendance, for their, commitment waiting you for all these shows.
Correct.
And then number 2, I have just a little bit remark le Sabi Manuel Jawin, Mr. Ambassador. Taban, the guy is a young man and is a young politician, but it's the remark he made before, the remark ways. I'm just saying this. It's not good remark. Because when you say anything for you know, that one insult to Denka.
Go ahead.
I will wait you. I cannot talk with the. You have to be there. Sorry, guys. I'm waiting him.
I got the water, Charles. Go ahead.
Makaro Kub Leben. Mata Denka.
No, not all the time.
Yeah, so it's glad Attila brought up, but Kalam the Taba Marco in the Emmanuel. Brother Jongkor, politics is good. It's not bad. We can have a different opinion, but when you touch tribes, Taban Okuma Jurub, they are not running in a Dinka language. They are using English and Arabic. So when you say everything in Junubina Bugula, I think that word it's not fitting in his mouth. In his political arena, that's where it doesn't fit at all. Kalamda is going direct to Ambassador Emmanuel. Oboshubu Dama Shetima, Lekinde Shetima, the Dinka. So when you say that means the whole government of South Sudan is Dinka. This is wrong completely. For Kalamde, you should look at those cabinet. Then Al Munukatir, the cabinet of Sudan. They are not even Dinka. you know. So Kalamde, you know, this is my little bit to him. Next time I have to watch out. You know. Because we cannot blame this side and then we say we want to change Kiir, but how come we're going to change Kiir if we are not changing our attitude? You know, and this is going to kill us in the future.
So now,
so you,
Charles, what is your perspective from that interview?
Well, it have interview. Everybody have his own opinion. Well, interview doesn't look good at all, but it doesn't mean that interview is a peace agreement. They are can go in. Because I see a lot of people line up with that interview, and they take that interview like that's a peace agreement. But the interview, yes, there are so bad signs in the interview, but it is.
Go ahead. So Charles, it looked like if Rose, somebody called him, you know. They call him. Let me go ahead and see here if we can finish. Go ahead and send in a request again, Charles. Send in a request again, please. I'll bring you, Emmanuel. I'll bring you.
Jongkor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me use my other cell phone of my wife because this phone is getting dead. So let me request you again, okay? Close this one, okay. And then
go ahead. Go ahead. Malaysia, Jama. Charles, I'm calling you on your wife phone, actually. I see that. Go ahead and answer.
Oh, should I?
Yeah, I saw that. Go ahead.
Yeah, telephone yeah. Yeah, so it gives me a hard time. So thank you. So what I'm saying, interview, like I'm saying, is bad. But you know, you see, you see, when the president wants to be invited for journalists, they send the formula letter to the presidential employees. Yeah, but for that jawab, Jongkor, if you look at it, there are mentioned what kind of the question they're going to ask. You know, we're going to talk about the peace agreement, about corruption. Makalas, they already told you that. You know, because it's there in the letter. But I blame those who read the letter, who receive the letter, and they don't want to aware our president to be ready for that that agreement. You know, for they are mishkala. This is what put our president into, you know, خط الرئيس في مهل ما كويس. So those questions, you know, a question is Salvo raised. But the good thing, what I see from him, let me talk a little bit negatively. What I see from him, he was patient. Yeah, no, patient, and he's assuring us that that he's ready for the peace. The Kalam Quest, you see that word alone. I don't mind whatever he say, but when he says that he's ready, he accepts this peace, he compromised with that peace. But what he should do, he should develop the peace. They are how the Kanas was expecting it.
Was it right? Was it right to criticize Riek Machar? Riek Machar joined after next week. What is right to criticize?
Well, you see, Jongkor, if you see that question, the way it came, it's kind of like a little bit frustrated. Okay, why frustrated? The Jeff asked him. He said, "Are you ready in the future if you're going to hide an ICC?" Okay. So when he answered that question, he said, "Yes, I'm ready, and I will come out innocent." And then Jeff keep asking the other question. So he felt frustration. He felt frustration, and that's why he came up with the. But that word is not good because of the peace is signed. That's why we say it should develop. It should develop. The peace is signed in his speech, because this is the chance for him to develop that peace. But that that peace alone, whatever he said here and whatever he signed, there's a big difference here. Obstacle of peace is not there in his word. There's a different obstacle of peace. So yes, we say it's not a good to that interview. I don't, it's not good for him, but it doesn't mean it's going to affect the peace. This is what I say. What is affecting the peace here? Let me come to you. There is so much delay. Fi delay fi salam. And you see, he sent a letter to Dr. Riek Machar that to come to Juba. And Riek give him some conditions, especially 3 conditions. State of emergencies, this is the first thing. The state of emergency is not lifted until right now, Jongkor. Releasing of
detainees.
Prisoner of the war. I know they released 24 people, but I think they are expecting more prisoner of the war there. So they are not releasing. And then also the free of the movement, okay? Free of the movement of the parties, like people like you, people like us, people who like to talk, Those 3, these are the main thing. Now Riek was looking for it. And the president have 3 days before Tuesday. So we don't know if you're going to come up with those. If it come up with those 3, then Riek Machar will step up in Juba. So Riek doesn't say, I'm not going to the Juba. It just, there's a little bit, you see, when you sign the peace, you need to put assurance. So Riek cannot just go to Juba like this. So he want to put that, you know what, this is the assurance of the peace. But he never worried that he's not going to the peace. But the agreement, Brother Jongkor, there is 2 things here. Within Hajjad law, raise Mashakal Fogo, they are collaborative peace. The Joint Defense Board. You see, this Joint Defense Board at Jongkor, these people are responsible for the security and the ceasefire in the country. And they are married, you need to put a lot. This committee is very important because they are the one who observe, observe the ceasefire. They are the one who observe how the movement of the military in the country. And they are the one who care about the security of those all opposition forces. Mele is very important. Independent boundaries commission or committee, those who are dealing with the state, the numbers of the state. You see, this committee, those 2, low raise normal investment for these 2, then the peace it can collapse. But we are not hope for the collapse of the peace. Salam there is a good peace, Brother Jongkor. It's a peace, it's a good peace, and it's a last peace. Yeah, I know it's not good to us. I'm not saying it's really good, but it's good for the southern. Because might be alternative time. They are not going to fight war anymore. They're tired of the war. So what we're going to do, we're just going to talk on the Facebook. Just shout, 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 and President Kiir will stay there for 40 years, for whatever year he wants to. So I'm saying this peace, let us accept it. Let us enforce those guys, all of them, to abide on this peace. If they fail, now all Junubi now they will decide. They will decide what they're going to think about it.
All right, thank you, Charles. Go ahead.
I see people who were against the peace. They took that kind of interview and then they're using it like they all feel about a peace agreement. I don't see that that's right there. And especially the other parties who never signed the peace agreement, they are using that gal khalas, Rais failed for this. But this is not. Interview is different with what you sign on the paper. Peace agreement is something commitment. Also, if you mix in a command, Nas Bugul Gal, they
So
talk here.
so you think we must interpret the intention of the president?
I'm not saying you. I'm saying the opposition.
Yeah,
you don't have a party.
Yeah.
You don't have a party at Jongkor.
I don't.
You are you are a concerned citizen. But what I'm saying, the party who refused to sign the peace, the Khartoum, they are using that interview like a peace agreement. That's completely different. You cannot refuse here the peace and then come and criticize the president on the other side. It doesn't make to you. Let those who signed the peace to come and criticize that. But for those who never signed the peace, how come you're going to criticize the president and you never signed the peace? Be the part of the peace and come and criticize the president. Now it will make sense here. So it's not you. You are the concerned citizen, you are moderator, so you are facilitator. So it's not about you, Brother Jongkor. This is what I can say from here.
Thank you. Thank you, Charles, for your perspective.
Yeah. But you're doing the good job anyway. You know, thanks for that. Those are questions on Malonga one, I will not answer it. It's a part of
President Kiir called us that rubbish. He said that we are
No. Look, let us take this. You see, Ugal, you know, Ugal, Gal, I forgive.
All the rubbish, yeah.
Hold on. Those who talk nonsense are rubbish. Okay? Yeah. So those who talk nonsense are rubbish. You know, it's not about only us. Even people in the government themselves, the cabinet, they talk rubbish inside the cabinet. They are part of that, you know. So it is not us. Manish, look at national media. No. The cabinet, but call them rubbish enough with the cabinet. You know, I don't want to mention their name. So the word rubbish and nonsense, it is all about. But he said, I forgive you. Yahwana, Jongkor, let us one. Kare, lozol baga batar, ugala, le kwez bitao. Let us forget the bad thing. Or let us pick up from here.
The problem is still continuing, Brother Charles. The problem, because Bag is wide, and he's still talking bad about his opponent. When I asked him, is it going to be sustained? I don't know. Maybe. Say maybe.
You know, you see, Jongkor, look, in the Shah, we have 8 months from now until Shah Arba. Shah Khamsa, Akuma Integali Ebda. So we still fishermen. You know, and then Junubi Masahili, our brother, and then a hatred in our heart. Okay, this war, it costs us so much trust. Nobody trusts each other. For Anina, they didn't put confidence a lot. So we need to invest a lot on this peace agreement. We don't want to be care about the other part of the country. What Uganda was saying, what Khartoum saying, this is not our concern. Our concern, Al-Dawlade, Junube is going somewhere. For Anina, Junubi, we need to reverse ourselves. Let us bring the common sense. Al-Khawaja de lo anina mamal isabna Sudan can invade Junub Sudan can invade it. So Miskala with our Kiir, it is not bigger than the peace agreement. For we have to forget all those kalmadel, those where they're going to end up. Let us wear this frame agreement. Without the last piece, Mami Salam Tan Junub. They are Akhir Salam. So if we are not careful about this peace, this is the end of our South Sudan. I know people don't like this, but this is the last. Mafi alternative time. Al-Azab is mom then. They are already dead. They are not doing anything. You know? Azab al-Talabar, they are not doing nothing. Mind the military, they are not doing nothing.
So Atilio Gal, I don't want to let this thing go. Atilio Gal, actually, you meant if you are not anyone that is not part of the peace agreement, so you cannot criticize the president?
Why you cannot criticize? Yeah, I'm not saying don't criticize the president. What I'm saying, don't criticize the agreement. They are my main point. You have right to criticize the president, but don't criticize the agreement because the agreement is not belong to Salva Kiir. This agreement is for us. And then Muatanin. The man with our Yigmasha, the man with our Lemakol, the man with our Denga Lord, the man with our Gabriel Shanko. The agreement at Junubin. So you can criticize Yigmasha, you can criticize Salva Kiir, that's fine. But this peace, I'm concerned about this peace. Let us abide on this peace, about Jongkor, and we have to bow down about this peace. Also, we have to care about the country. So we have to be careful. So this is the only peace. And this is what I'm focused on. I know a lot of people don't like it, but they are Akhir Salam.
No problem, Charles. I hope next week, 30th, and it's Midgal Lazutan Leyum Wahid 13. Hopefully next week, we want.
No. It's still there on Tuesday. the best their condition there, and maybe president will come up with some degree. And then Riek Machar is ready. Let me tell you, Dr. Riek, he will go. He don't care.
Hopefully, we see them in Juba next week, and then celebration, and then think and change in the country, because we don't need any war. We don't need war anyway. We need peace to prevail. That's what we want. We have to
shame from social media. You know, if we are cursing ourselves, no, listen, if we are cursing ourselves, that country. You know, assalam de quiz, but let us swallow, accept ourselves. Ashan salam de inja. Or let us pray for it. This is what I can say, brother. I know people don't like this. It's not my peace. I'm okay.
It's okay. You are entitled to your opinion. People don't have to like it. You are entitled to your opinion. I am entitled to my opinion. All right. Thank you, Charles. You have a wonderful, weekend.
God bless you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Then we move forward here and bring in. I think Emmanuel Jawin there, Reggie. You want to clarify something here? I hope, Emmanuel, this thing will work for you. I know it's late in London, because you want to clarify something. All right, Emmanuel. Malaysia, then a Sahar Nabek. Hello, Jongkor. Yeah, it looked like the network getting better now. Fadal.
Well, Jongkor and I didn't want to take the floor again. Like in Jamaa Kida, two people, I don't know if they heard me properly. First of all, the word angage, or in Shuluk, angage, kaman, ngan, is the same as a Nilotic word. Okay, when I used it, they should have looked at the context that I used it at. I said, Mushkila bta Junubin, most of us, and not all of us, we are jack of all trades and masters of none. Okay, the phraseology of engage. Okay, anybody who was in Juba at that time, we used to use it against people in the government. Mostly, they will say, you tell him you need to do this. Will say, engage. Okay, it's a phraseology that is used. I don't know how is it an insult to Denka that is speaks. It's not only Denka that say engage. Okay, Shuluk says engage too. So I don't know what it's all about it. For example, the word lukulili. If you come at night, sometimes someone will say, "Wallahi inter." Lukulili. Lukulili is a Luo. Is a Bari word, which means you walk at night. Is it an insult to Bari? Somebody will use the Shuluk word jalpa to describe something that he's not happy with, and a lot of tribes use it. Is it an insult to Shuluk? So let us just be, just let us be careful and let us not make a storm, out in a teacup.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jongkor, I did not hear your question. It froze.
No, I did not ask question. I said somebody actually used similar word given in Chiluk, but I took it off. So just continue, and then we call this off. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think this is the point I just wanted to make. I don't want to go into the other discussions again, because let us just be careful and not just be oversensitive on issues. Angage is not exclusively a language to Dinka. Other Nilotics, they use it, which means I know. So I'm just using it. I don't know how is it an insult to Dinka. So this is just a point I wanted to add. And another thing also, people, let us not be generalizing. Kiir is a sitting president in Juba. Whatever he's made as a statement, each and every Southern Sudanese, regardless of your political party or political affiliation, it is your right to criticize his speech. So this issue that people should not criticize it is not there. And also, it's very contradictory, Jongkor, when you said, "Walai salam da, salam ma salam kwez, lakin ma fi bedil." Salama mumkin ikun salam ma kwez. Ma ya salam, ya ma fi salam. Okay, mafi salam buku salam ma quiz. Buku salam victory words that we are using just emotionally, and it has no meaning about it. You cannot just say, "Walai salam da," it's not the best. Ma quiz. Like in the salam al mujud. Ma fi haja zeda salam ya quiz ya ma quiz. Lano salam means binul harb intahat. It means the war has stopped. Okay, you are moving from a violent stage to a peaceful stage. The salam. Ma fi haja sum salam ma quiz. Okay, and again, ma fi salam betezunas de banat fogo. Okay. If Salam is working as in 2005, it was clear. Everybody knew Benefit Salam. Okay, all of us were happy and we celebrated. Like in Salam beta Khartoum da, get zonas fogo Jama fi Salam is working. Please come home. People have not been feeling the peace. Where is it? So Mahaja Binu, those who are outside, who are against the peace, are the one who are agitating. We're not agitating. We are analyzing as South Sudanese citizens. Is our democratic rights to say what Kiir said is wrong, and to say that the president should have given hope to the people. He should have assured the people that this peace agreement will work. This is what we're saying. So there's nothing wrong about it. It's a democratic right for each and everybody. Thank you, Jongkor, and I will leave other people to intervene.
Thank you for clarification, Emmanuel. No problem with that. And actually, we should not take this thing personally. It's okay, you know. We sometimes you can use some word. Sometimes I use, you know, randit and so forth. So let's move on, you know, and do this. So let me go ahead and see my list. Jotab, I'm calling you. Thank you so much for being patient. You've been patient for a long time. So, Jotab.
Hello, brother Jongkor. How
I'm doing
are
good,
you?
man. And I really appreciate it for being patient. So, tfadal.
That's okay. That's okay. Balada, if we are not try to, you know, to be patient, we cannot reconcile a lot of things. So we have to be patient. Correct. Yeah, chokran Jongkor for adding me. Although I've been waiting for since the start of the show. I appreciate it, and also I wanted to say thank you to you, viewer. I'm trying to stable this thing so that you can see me. I don't know. My phone don't have this thing at behind the way I can stand on.
That's easy. You can get
so
that easy.
Can
That's why I do actually. I have like 3 of them. Set it up, and then it's okay. It doesn't move.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get this right. Yeah. Anyway, the point I wanted to say, I want to say thank you also to you, viewer, and those who have tuned in. This is the important analysis to critique what the president is view during the interview of the Kenya Jaff, who is the first cousin of Uhuru Kenyatta. Really, I really want to pick up what Kirkucher made early, and that was actually the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the interview, the J1 by Jaff. My question was, why this interview necessary to be conducted now at this time? The celebration is on the 30th, as it was scheduled, but I think you mentioned now has been postponed to the 31st of October. And the second question now is that, is there any conspiracy beside what Kiir says? You know, we know the Kiir by now. That's the way the Kiir talk. That's the way the Kiir talk. He say what he mean. He say what is in his heart, without any giving a different picture. So we know that part. Kiir, he's not a president who would say, "Hey, wait a minute. I have the peace that I have signed with my people, and I think this. If I say this, it would create some kind of mistrust or some kind of a lot of questions whether the president was serious about the peace. To me, I would not go to extent by saying Kiir don't want the peace, but I would tell you this: Kiir maybe at some point in which he was saying during the interview, he seemed to be not ready for peace because the terminology or the word he used, I mean, specifically directly to opposition, that he wanted to be removed by those who are power thirsty and those who are blood thirsty. And then the jab went and asked him, "Are you also a power thirsty president?" He said, "No, I'm not." So that is said to give you just a few points that he has made. But I'm taking on the motive, Jongkor. Because sometimes we, the South Sudanese, we have been taken advantage by region for so long.
Correct.
And knowing our leader would jeopardize their own peace, they would come at this point of time and interview Kiir, knowing Kiir will say anything in his mind. Without even being careful, this thing would jeopardize the peace he signed in Khartoum, because it is the very region, the very country where these men come from, and the first cousin of Uhuru Kenyatta, who detained some member of opposition and deported back them to Juba.
Good point.
So to me, in my opinion, and I agree with my brother Kurjuba early, that maybe there is a conspiracy. We should not only look on one side on what the Kiir has said, but we should look on other side to the region conspiracy in which maybe they wanted to spoil that peace. That's why they came, and knowingly Kiir will say bad things that would jeopardize that peace and interview him in J1, That's really my take. That's really my first thing, my concern. Jab in 2015, it was the same person. I think when the people were talking about revitalization at that time, after Riek went to Congo, he came and interviewed Kiir and J1 the same time, the same Jab. So I began to question what is the motive of this man who affiliated, who is the first cousin of Kenyatta, and also whose government deported Maharodha, affiliate to Kenya. So maybe these country, Jongkor, maybe they wanted to see the country of South Sudan to remain on conflict, on flaming, so that they can benefit the resources. Because imagine, most of assets of our leader, those now in the government, those out of the government, where their asset and money is located, in Kenya. Okay? So I would think that the Kenya also has a conspiracy. They're not happy to see South Sudan to be stable. That one thing, and I could actually look at this motive of this interview, not just only what he says toward his opponent, but also the motive of individuals who are conducting interview at the very time that our people need an environment of trust.
Yes.
Environment to create a peace, So this is really my take on that interview. I'm not going to dwell what Kiir said, but I'm really I'm very annoyed with Jaf, who also not only first cousin of Uhuru Kenyatta. What is their motive, Kenya specifically? Do they really want South Sudan to remain at the ground of conflict so that they can loot the resources of South Sudanese? This is something any South Sudanese citizen who have a heart, who have a conscience, to be looked at very carefully, not just what Kiir said.
Yeah.
I know Kiir said, yeah, go ahead.
I was answering, question by, by brother Sabat here. I assume Sabat actually would be Jeff, because Jeff actually, in a week prior to last week, he conducted the interview with Paul Malone in Nairobi. And then he aired on the television that he's going to have next week an interview with President Kiir. So I assume he wanted to follow up after he's done with that interview. He wanted to do another one to make a contrast. That's my opinion. but I don't know who requests first. So go ahead, Jatap, so we can wrap it up.
Yeah, usually to Sabata's question, usually it is a company who has the
But
TV,
sometimes the president, sometimes also a president or any political organization, they can request an interview too, so they can air their ideas out. So it can go both ways sometimes. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not doubting it, but I wanted to affirm this to you that most probably 75%, 2/3 of the time, it could have been these Kenyan journalists who interviewed the Paul Malone. You maybe you have tried to figure out the information there, but I do believe that Jeff may have been actually requested an interview, seeing he already interviewed Malone, because remember he brought up what Malone said during his interview with Malone, right? He told Kiir that Malone said to him, he is a good soldier, but a bad leader. And Kiir was asking him, did you ask him why I was a bad leader? And then he began to pick up on Malone afterward, you know. But really, this is not my concern. My concern specifically as a citizen of South Sudan. What is the motive of Kenya country? Being Jeff Benafso is the first
especially,
and we know
I like that question actually, you know, Jatap. What is the motive of Kenyan behind? Especially, they distanced themselves lately from the peace process because the final, it's supposed to be in Nairobi, if I'm not mistaken, but it was taken to Addis Ababa, right? They distanced themselves, you know, quite a bit, you know. But now, what is the motive? That's a good question. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think we need to look out of the box, and instead we know the Kerry is a South Sudanese citizen and happen to be the president. We know how he thinks. We know how he will react to any question that is given to him. But in the same time, I think these people are taking advantage. Knowingly, Kiir will say anything without even knowing that this would jeopardize the peace, but deliberately done so that they want Kiir to say this. For example, he said, I was Mufrut Kane Kunfi Tagabat for 2015, but those who are Thursday power angry or bloodthirsty, he went on and said this. You know who is he referring to? The power angry and the bloodthirsty, you know, probably very, very clearly the opposition is referring to. Okay, now the very opposition is signing the peace. Yeah, Kiir. Would you say this to? If I assign peace to you, we want to give room, you know, to create a trust of environment. You know, would you say this? You know, here because the region, they know our president will say anything that come in his mind, you know, and that's why they're using President Kiir in order to jeopardize his own peace that is signed with the opposition for their own advantage, you know, because remember, dual al-Jawar, Uganda or Kenya, no one wanted South Sudan to be stable, because knowingly South Sudan is stable, they will not, you know, take advantage of the resources as they do now. And I think that's the point we need to really look at, not just the speech of the President Kiir or the answer that President Kiir gave during the interview. That's my take, my brother. But we have to be mindful of those who may be driven by the conspiracy against our people, against our country. That's the point I want to I think my
thank
take.
you, Jatap.
So thank you, and I also would want to let others to have their opinion.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here and contributing.
It.
Thank you. So let me move forward here and see those who have requested also and do this. Okay, Ngor, I'm calling you right now. Go ahead and answer, Ngor. Ngor, I'm calling you right now. Ngor Ujang. So it seems like it's not answering. Let me go ahead and move for next person here. Mimo, Jimmy. Mimo, I'm calling you right now. All right, Mimo.
يا كيف
Good to
جونكور؟
see you, brother. How are you?
يا تمام، عشان كده استغربت الليلة انت فعلا قعدت لهذا الزمن ده لأن بقيت النهار.
Yeah, أنا قعدت زمن طويل because we got
يا
distracted twice.
شكرا
So
شكرا شكرا.
welcome to Concerned Citizen, brother.
يا شكرا. أنا ما حطول كتير، بس أنا بس عايز أقول إنه شنو يعني في التصريح في الانترفيو بتاع الحصل، يعني تعرف عايز أقول إنه شنو يعني الرئيس أو بالذات المسؤولين بتاعنا يعني دائما إنه شنو بيتكلم بالصراحة. يعني لازم تكون عندك دبلوماسية، لأن حتى في المقابلات أنت عندك حق التحفظ في بعض الأسلحة، في بعض الأسئلة، لأن الدبلوماسية أنت كرئيس دائما إنه شنو يعني عادات السلام يعني بيستقطبك لركن الأساس إنه شنو تخرب السلام. فالدبلوماسية أهم في محافل الدولية حتى في الانترفيو، لأن زي ما إنه شنو الناس يتكلموا في عادات سلام كتير. بعدين عايز أقول إنه شنو المشكلة إنه شنو ومن المفترض ما دام إنه شركاء السلام اللي هو رياك والرئيس هم دائما المفترض تكون إنهم شفافية وصراحة مع بعض.
نعم.
حتى إنه شنو هم بتقدر إنه شنو لما تمشي برا في في الانترفيو هم بيكون عندهم كلمة واحد لمواجهة أعداء السلام، لكن الصراحة ما عندهم. عشان كده إنه شنو كل واحد بيستخدم يعني أسلحة مضاد للآخر، وأعداء السلام بيستغل الفرصة دي إنه بتعمل الانترفيو مع ده، إنه بيحاول يقول ولا أنا شايف إنه أنت أحسن من الفلان، وده بيطلع أسلحة يعني الذخائر بتاع مضاد للآخر.
نعم.
ده النقطة الثانية اللي أنا عايز إنه يتركز فيه، إنه يعني كون إنه أنت شريك مع رياك في السلام وهو طلب منك إنه شنو مثلا إنه شنو يعني تطلق الصراحة بالمعتقلين بتاعهم، وأنت في نفس الوقت يعني ده شريك بتاعك وأنت فعلا كرئيس جادي للسلام.
نعم.
أنت تطلق بعض أعداء الأساسا هو أساسا ما طلب، ولكن هو طلب أساسا في شخصيات بارزين معين بالنسبة له زي بيتر جاديت. في 3 أشخاص أنت ما تطلع الجماعة دي وتطلع الناس أساسا هو ما طلب وهو شريك معك ماشي معك في السلام، موقف حيكون معناه في تجاهل في كلام بتاعه. انا ما انه شنو اقول اساسا انه شنو يعني بالنسبه للناس اللي انه معايدين للرئيس انه شنو احنا ضد السلام، لكن ده الواقع، ده الواقع اللي انه شنو بتديني الثقه انه شنو انا جاي ما دام جاي معك في السلام.
نعم.
انت ما دام انا طلبت منك ريكوست اطلب لي 3 نفر الاساسا ده اقرب الناس بالنسبه الناتج الرسمي بالنسبه لي، وده اللي بيطمن حتى عادات المعارضه بتاع رياك انه فعلا انه شنو الراجل جادي للسلام. لكن اذا انه انت تمشي تطلق ناس ثانيين اساسا قليلي المستوى رفيع المستوى وانا كشريك معك وانت ما قدرت تطلق الناس اللي انا طلبته منك زي بيتر جاديت زي لوال، دي دليل على انه اساسا انت مستهتر بيا. لكن انا ما عايز اقول، لكن انا اتمنى الرئيس تاخذ موقف الجديه. اذا عايز تطلق صراحه المعتقلين يكون من ضمن قائمه الليست يكون جيمس جاديت واجري والوال حتى تثبت للراي العام انه فعلا انه شنو في سلام جاي الحقيقه.
كوريكت.
فدي وبالنسبه لنا كميديا كون الرئيس تقول انه شنو يعني يعني اساسا انا مثلا انه دول كله كذابين ولا زي مو بقول الراي العام هو احنا مرآة بالنسبه ل احنا المرآة بالنسبه لشنو للحكام الجايين. احنا اللي بنعمل انه شنو، احنا اللي بنحاول انه شنو بنصحح الاخطاء الحكومه حتى لو كان انه احنا رابش، لكن انه شنو ما دائما في اي حكومه في معارضه.
نعم.
المعارضه دائما هي العين الساحره لتصحيح اخطاء الحكومه. طيب اذا كان هو بيقول المعارضه هو رابش، معناه انت ما حتقدر تعرف الصح والخطا. فدي 3 اشياء بس انا حبيت اني اقول انه شنو يعني احنا كمسؤولين بالذات كالممثلين بتاعنا، انتوا خليكم حريص في اي انترفيو انتوا قاعدين تعملها، حتى ان كان انه ما دام انتوا جايين للسلام حاول حتى انه شنو ما تحاول انه شنو تستخدم ذخيره ضد السلام حتى انه شنو تبني ثقه مع بعضكم. وشكرا استاذ ذكر لان عدتني فرصه، وانا اتمنى يعني كمان الفرصه لبعض الزملاء.
شكرا يا عزيزي ميمو جيمي. That was so articulate coming عشان to air your perspective. شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا باي باي.
Okay, let me move forward here. Madud, actually you didn't send, but it looked like, let me try you from here. Go ahead and answer that. Madud, are you? Go ahead and answer that. Hopefully your net will cooperate at this moment. So, السيد الدكتور البيطري. Madud, are you? Welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan.
يا جونكور. أولاً يعني حاجة concerned citizen, I want to just give you a detail. من معنى وقع اتفاقية الحكومة بتاعت جوبا طلع الناس في السجون. رئيس حالا قرار رسمي ادو قرار لما يجي الوزراء انه لازم ينفذ السلام. رئيس كون حاجه we call it free transition government. اليوم ناس يكون مسؤولين عشان يعين الوزراء برئاسه honorable توت. هذه اللجنه قام بخطوات جيده ومشي خرطوم وقاعد في اخر ميتنج وحكر الستيتمنت دكتور ياكلم لايف وقال نحن اتفقنا وكل شيء تمام وانا جاي اجيبه. ده دكتور يتكلم بلسانه لشعب جنوب السودان. الليله امبارح طلع 5 نفر. Now هذا concerned citizen وانت سعيد مهتم بموضوع تكوين شعب جنوب السودان. شنو بالنسبه لك يعني المفروض تتكلم فوقه؟ كل خطوات حاصل من ما وقع اتفاقيه.
ده السؤال لي انا؟
concerned citizen.
ايام
لو انت ما معارض.
انا concerned
citizen.
concerned
citizen شخصيه ما عنده معارضه حكومه لكن بيحاول يهتم بالشعب جنوب السودان بكل طرق مختلفه. من ما بدا حتى الان خطوات الماشي كل خطوات كويسه وحتى الرياض بلسانه قال هو جاي جنوب
اوكي مدود I am a concerned citizen. لو انا ما concerned citizen انا كان ما بيجيب خطاب ليه الرئيس يعمل انترفيو ويغوط حاجه اللي هو اتفق مع his brother رياض مشار انه ماشيين يعمل celebration. At the same time he is criticizing. At the same time هو قاعد يطعن في جروح القديم. المفروض الجروح ده تتضمت، يعني مثلا الناس يعني يعالج الجروح ده وناس يمشوا شنو يحتفلوا ويفتح صفحه جديده. So because I am concerned عشان الناس ما يشاغلوا بكره. I am concerned انه ما يكون في مشكله ثانيه. اوكي؟ ده الجوب بتاع concerned citizen exactly. لان رئيس المفروض يدينا هوب، يدينا امل، يدينا يعني unity وحده. ده حاجه انا متوقعه من الرئيس. Right؟ تفهم كلامي؟
انا متفق معك. جونكور عندك مشكله اللي انت ما فهمنا الحركه الشعبيه. يجلس الميجر فكان هو الامين العام للحركه الشعبيه.
هذا انا قاعد نتكلم في انترفيو. انت ماشي وين؟
I'm talking. ما انا قاعد اتكلم عن انترفيو. فكان امين العام للحركه الشعبيه. فكان ما استلم مكتب الحركه الشعبيه، لكن just take a look back لما نعمل انترفيو في السوشيال ميديا كان the blame was present وهو بنفسه ما قال اسوي شنو، ما راجع يجيبه because هو اتفاقي اصلا وهو ما شاء الله في حركه شعبيه دول ابن رياض مشاري الساف في 2013 قال كلام غريب جدا انه حرب بين يا اخي نازل يا جونكور انه مشكله ان الحركه الشعبيه كله وانا منهم انت صار منهم
انا ما حركه شعبيه
منه اوكي خلاص انت ما من حركه شعبيه
انا كنت كان عمري 13 سنه لحد عمري لحد ما ريفرندوم انتهى وحكومه اشتغلت لحد 2012 خلاص لحد 2012 خلاص لما ضرب مواطنين عمل مظاهرات لما المواطنين ضرب وكان عمل مظاهرات اوكي ولما في اللواء اتقتل في نايدا في يامبيو ولما كولاتي عند دخل السجن ولا ده من كان دخل السجن ده ومشى طلعوا خلاص زمان ده انا كنت ما في النظام اوكي انا
اوكي سو انت اصلا موضوع حركه شعبيه
No, I am not an SPLM. I am a concerned citizen of South Sudan. You need to understand
now, that. As a concerned citizen of Sudan, it should be happening because now across the country, people are celebrating 22 states. أولاً الجبنة عدوا تعليمات لمجلس الوزراء إنه ينفذ السلام. This is number 1. Number 2 طلعنا النازل في السجون. Number 3 كل 32 governors they are being invited now they are in Juba to receive Dr. Riek Machar في مطار. Number 4 all العالم كله بما فيهم الممثل الأمين العام للأمم المتحدة جاي جوبا. إنت لو أنت concerned citizen المفروض تكون فرحان because this is a very good step. Let us give our people chance يا Jongkor instead shouting في social media. Give the people who are against peace room to talk what they want.
No. It's not about people who are against peace. All South Sudanese are welcome actually in my forum. You need to understand that, including yourself. انت بتاع حكومه انت بتاع معارضه انت بتاع مين اي زول listen لما انا ادي مجال للناس ثاني ما تقول لي انا قاعد نجيب ناس بالسلام.
No, I don't believe you.
That's what you said now.
I just say Jongkor, how you concerned citizen, this is a time you should be happy actually.
لكن انت ما قلت هذا انت
Jongkor will save a life.
You should not do this and bring people who are against the peace to talk about this.
Jongkor will save a life. Now when you talk about peace, it means that we are going to save a life. As a second guy hustle that cool negative that Facebook. You know, this negativity is still our people underground.
Okay.
When you come to social media, which is shitting on us, and that's the leader we should seriously, and they are going to kill.
أنا قاعد أشتري منو كده وريني أبتشتي ما أنا قاعد أقول.
ما أنت يا
حبيبي. No, ما أنت قاعد أقول أنا we have أنا قاعد أشتري ولا قاعد أتكلم في issues.
The forum is yours. Okay, ده مال بتاعك. أي حاجة بيحصل ده مسؤول منه.
ده منو شتم زول الليلة كده وريني منو شتم زول.
No. I don't want to mention, but أنا ساعتها شخصيا as a concerned citizen ده يوم المفروض تكون فرحان because العالم كله ماشي بلدنا يا أخي إفريقيا كله ماشي جنوب السودان فوكس كيف نحفظ الأمن فوكس كيف البرنامج ده يكون ناجح عشان ندي الصورة كلها لجنوب السودان ناس في شنو وأنت في شنو ده زمن تكون فرحان as a concerned citizen يا برادر كل رؤساء إفريقيا دقيقة سمعتها 12 رئيس جاي في بلدنا ما عارف أساس أفريقيا
listen وفرد لما الناس يكون جايين يركب طيارات ويجي بلدنا والناس قاعدين في مخيمات جعانين وقاعدين في خرطوم وقاعدين في يوغندا والناس المساكين العزل تعبانين يلا لما الرؤساء يجي او انت داير الناس يكونوا فرحانين يا مارتن انا وريتك امبارح انت دكتور دقيقه
شكرا لك كلامنا دقيقه انت انا اقول لك كلام لكن ما تزعل مني طبعا انت بتفهم اللغه العربيه كويس بيت ما تزعل مني يعني وده كلام ده اقول لك كزول اكوي
ما عندي مشكله
انت يعني انا اسميك انت زول سالوك ده معناته زول شاطر زول بفهم كل الطرق ما زول لوكال بتاع شارع بيكوز حتى امبارح لما كلمت في الفلاحه حقي انا ما داير اجاوب عليك لان انت قاعد تتكلم في حاجات ما فاهم ذات عشان تتكلم في بيطر وحاجات ده حاجات بعيد كل بور منك ما داير اتكلم معك فوق وبعدين في مجال الطب ما في علاقه خالص بالسياسه بينفيت لكن في الطب عندنا انسانيه يعني كلام نرجع في سؤال انت قلته ده نحن في الملفات بتاع الاتفاقيه جونكور في ملف بتاع اللاجئين كيف نجيب اللاجئين في البلد اوكي سو اللاجئين ما يجي هسه اول حاجه نحتفل ودارنا والهدف من الاحتفال دارين نزرع ثقه فيما بيننا ودارين نقول للعالم بينه ده اخر شكلا ودينا زار متعصبين الحصل ده المفروض ما يحصل اوكي so we are going to build the confidence between ourselves then later on في شهر 5 لما رياك يتعين والحكومه يتعين كله نحن الخطوه نمره 2 هو انه نقوم باجراءات عشان نجيب اللاجئين وحتى المتحده عندهم قروش لكنهم خايفين فانت ما كل حاجه ده في 7 ملفات موجود في agreement. انا داير بس درجه لقيت brother جونكو ده يوم بتاع as a consent system ده يوم المفروض تفوكس كيف نستقبل الضيوف، كيف البرنامج ده ينجح، كيف الشكل السمو بتاع جنوب السودان يكون احسن، and then هيجادل جايين step by step. instead focus في انترفيو ما عليك جونكو بلا قبل سنه انت ممكن قاعد حاجبين في السوشيال ميديا قاعد اقول لك ملون عندك كره بقول وانت ليه تساعد ملون. Now you say that do you believe really ملون لما يقول مثلا
Malong is no longer supporting bad thing. It's no longer it's no longer supporting bad thing.
لكن انت بتصدق ملون مثلا انت do you believe ملون when Malong said the president is a bad guy او is a bad leader, do you believe him؟
في كلام انت قلته قبل شويه ده انا ارد لك. انت قلت لي يا اخي I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about tip. انا ما قلت لك انا دكتور ولا قلت لك انا دكتور بيطري ولا قلت لك دكتور بتاع human. What I tell you yesterday.
لا انت بتصدر مساله طبيه وكل بعيد كل واحد منك يعني كلام قاعد يقول بالنسبه لك غريب.
دقيقه انا جبت لك اكزامبل. انا امبارح جبت لك اكزامبل قلت لك يا اخي انت دكتور veterinarian ولا veterinarian.
انت ليه بركز على الدكتور لما نتكلم معاه؟
دقيقه خليني اقول انا قلت دكتور بيطري. انا قلت لك يا اخي لان انت قلت لك رئيس ده السلطان ويعمل انا قلت لك يو يوز كومن سنس. قلت لك ضربت لك مثل قلت لك يا اخي الدكتور
في سياسه ما في كومن سنس.
ما دقيقه انا قلت لك
politics is a benefit.
خليني اتكلم خليني اقول لك اديتك مجال اديني مجال
politics is a benefit.
اديتك مجال اديني مجال. انا قلت لك شنو؟ انا قلت لك يا اخي يا دكتور مارتن هسه ناو في بيتر ده حيوان ما بقول لك انا عيان ولا بقول لك انا كده لما تسال انت ما بتسال حيوان لان you don't know. انا قلت لك يا اخي you supposed to know better لان انت زول اصلا لما تكون تعمل diagnose لحيوان you using your common sense. actually انت شاطر من دكتور ده شنو الدكتور اللي بتاع human لان دكتور human بيسال انت عيان في وجعات في شنو. I made a contrast. انا قلت لك يا اخي لما تقول لي انا President Kiir has been distracted we use a common sense. why انت لما تقول انت شاطر انت بيطري why are you seeing something wrong here, you know, and it's obvious something obvious that wrong. This is what
okay, give me chance now. اسمع
that's what
the problem is Jongkor الكلام انا بقول ما بتفهم لا انت ما تفهم. that's the difference between
no.
لا believe me
ما ادري افهم كيف.
we are being discussed for long. كجالك اجار كلنا قلت كل حقيقه لكن اجار كله طلع كذب. انت قلت الدستور ما في انا قلت الدستور في. انت قلت ان يا اخي اتفاقيه مات انا قلت الدستور.
why you make everything personal always why you make
خلينا نتكلم كلام الاخيره. خلينا نركز في كلام الاخير.
don't make it personal.
اول ايه
why you make everything personal why
no I'm sorry you are wrong no you are wrong we talk nationalism ما في حاجه personal من بعد ما كلمنا معك يا brother don't do that no I'm not that guy. الحاجه ده اقول لك شنو انت لو ما دا تفهم حاجه ما هتفهم وعشان كده دائما انت بتشوف اي كلام انا بقوله is the nonsense. اول حاجه في الطب ده شيء ما في حاجه اسمه 1 زائد 1 ده شيء investigation وين واحد. لكن في السياسه في حاجه اسمه 1 زائد 1. انا بضرب مثال بتاعي وين اوكي في السياسه ما في عدو يعني بالنسبه لي انا بريزنت كير زاد غلطان اللي يقول انه مثلا بلون اول ناس عنده الاليانس مع دكتوريا. this is normal ده في politics ما في سياسه ما في عدو ثابت. and by the way ملوم قبل 7 شهور عمل انترفيو في SSTV وقال انه هو جندي مناضل بيحفظ القانون وانه رئيس جمهوريه رئيس منتخب. بعد ما طلع في حكومه جاء قال انه president bad guy. those things you cannot even believe them يا brother. ونفس الكلام ده كلام فكان مهم في السوشيال ميديا لايف قال انه حتى شعبيه واحد وهنا ما في فرق. جو في اديس ابابا شيء ماي ومبارك في لايف بقول له بريزنت كير جونكور ثقافه طال جدا. انا وانت لو اختلفنا تقوم تكرهني لو ما اتفقنا في رايك وانا شايف انا متعب لي 2 hours I can see psychology in the problem. I will disagree with you feel bad. دي ثقافه ده ما حتى انت زعلوا بيجي الجمهوريه هتفصل الناس ليه؟ you should have said it boy is all بيكون against you.
I'm giving people an opportunity to express their opinion. What are you talking about?
You guys are nothing. Nas, I disagree with you. You don't like that.
Who tell you that?
فأنت ما في حاجة
personally. Anyway, to agree with me, you know me very well. You know.
لا من قاعدين ونس مبارك ونس وأنا ونس باشا ده ما في ده كلام بتاع بلد. انا بلد اكبر منك واكبر منك لكن ده اقول شنو هذا concern citizen انا I was affected انه الليله دي تكون فرحان because next week all the world are going to our country and we should focus نسير حكومه كيف يحافظ الامن كيف ينظم لانه لو رياض مشاركه فعلا وانا متاكد رياض هيجي رياض زول وطني وزول مناضل كبير وهو نائب رئيس كان ما جاء بكون كسران سياسيا
شكرا
ما جاء العالم يقول انه رياض مشار ما دار السلام you see so هو بيجي اكيد عشان يقصد فلما رياض يجي ويمر بسلام تدار الجنوبيين ما في ناس متعصبين ما في زول دايركتور رياض كمون مان رياض
انا ما قلت في زول دايركتور رياض انا ما قلت كلام
انت مين اللي تخاف رياض ولا رياض ميجي ليه ميجي ليش شنو هو جيبه في الشيطان
ده من يعقوب رياض اصلا
اصلا من هو اللي قال يقول رياض المفروض ما يجي زاد
انا قلت لك المفروض ما يتكلم provocative the way he talk لانه ده ايرب بتاع شنو انت مديت سلام انت المفروض تتكلم عن كلام بتاع السلام تتكلم عن كلام بتاع حب تتكلم بتاع كلام عن unity كلام بتاع حب انه مثلا this is what we're gonna do no we take this opportunity instead of saying oh زول لبسوا داير يبقى رئيس زول لبسوا يوم ده بالون كان داير يقتلوا وزول دايما قلبه كده what is that مدود that makes sense to you does that make sense to you
انا متفق معك وانا متفق مع ناس كثيرين وده كلام انا قلت دقيقه ده كلام انا قلته بانه وده كلام انا قلت ان دين الله في اديس ابابا I told them انه انتوا كناس مسؤولين لازم دائما يعني الكلمات بتاعكم كلمه واحده ممكن يجيب فتن للكوميونتي اوكي زي ما توماسيلا عملوا وكلمه واحده ممكن يجي مع كوميونتي زي ما جوزيف عملوا جوزيف لما جا عمل لايف سوشيال ميديا هنا الناس كلها كانوا فرحانين والناس كلها بقى هيك شنو قلب اكواتوريا وزاندي دائما كزول مسؤول لازم يكون دعم لسابق لانه الكلام تقول ممكن يجيب مشاكل في الكوميونتي وممكن يجيب سلام سو انا متفق معك في نقطه ده بينه في بعض الكلمات
كلامنا قاعدين نتكلم في مين
جاي من السؤال
مين قبل قاعدين نتكلم في كلامنا انت مشيت جيت ثاني وقلت يا جونكور وانت ما عارف ايه
نو بس انا داير انا ما داير تركز على اي بطال كل مره انت بتشوف عين واحد كلام رئيس قال بطال يا بركز فوق لكن في كلام هو قال يا عين واحد بالمعنى you analyze things by the wrong way just take a look
okay thank you Dr. Madu
شكرا لك
thank you
اي مشكله take care
all right let me go ahead and see I know Dr. Madu as usual so يا جماعة زمن فات it's time for me to take a rest so let me go ahead here and bring this Kon I'm calling you right now I'm calling you Kon go ahead and answer that hello
مساء الخير يا brother Jongkor
yeah good to see you how are you Kon
good يا المهم انا بحييك وبحيي المشاهدين طبعا it's too late to me طبعا انا داير انوم شويه لان انا ماشي شغل بعد شويه كده شغال بالليل
yes
كويس لكن انا كنت متابع البرنامج بتاعك من قبل كويس انت عارف بصراحه يا استاذ جونكور تعرف مشكلتنا اننا الجنوبيين في مشكله كبيره جدا بعد مرات اننا بنشوف الحقيقه لما الناس تتكلم بيطلعوك انت انسان داير تقول حقيقه انت يا بروبلم للمشكله للبلد
نعم
مع انه انت داير تنبه ناس انه حاجه ده خطا مفروض ما يكون كده كويس موضوع بتاع الحلقه بتاعك طبعا بتركز بالمقابله اللي حصل قبل يومين او 3 ايام اللي فات وحديث السيد الرئيس طبعا
نعم
انا شخصيا انا متفق معك الحديث فعلا يعني التوقيت بتاعه ما مناسب
نعم
كويس وحتى انه توقيت يعني مثلا يعني الجدول بتاعه كان is busy لكن الكلام المفروض يكون كلام موزون انت كرئيس الدوله وانت الرمز بتاع الدوله وانت الانسان الاول في الدوله والبلاد مبني على اتفاق بتاع سلام
نعم
المفروض يكون كلام شامل كلام بيجمع الناس مش كلام بيفرق الناس
يس
كويس انت لما تتكلم وتشير للاحداث اللي حصل زمانك كويس انت بتحاول تنبه الناس وانا اللي حصل طبعا السيد الرئيس طبعا انا شخصيا ده من ناحيتي انا ما بقول كده الرئيس طبعا من حيث الكلام عشان هو يتكلم مع الشعب الجنوبي خطاب بتاعه يعني في كل اي مناسبه الرئيس بيغزل الناس بتوقع من رئيس انه يطلع بالكلام يجمع الناس، لكن في النهايه حديثه لما يطلع كل زول بيقول يا سلام ده الرئيس بتاعنا كويس. سلفا كير من ما هو بقى رئيس جنوب السودان ما حصل اليوم طلع خطاب كده انه بيجمع ناس بيقول خطاب فعلا خطاب بتاع الرئيس بتاعنا بيمثلنا كويس. اي انسان بيطلع زعلان. المقصود طبعا بيكون انسان هو طبعا اساسا عنده ولاء اعمى. انا شخصيا بقول كده هو الانسان عنده ولاء اعمى للرئيس كويس. انت لما تقول كلام الزول بيقول لك انت بتاعك رئيس، نو هو الرئيس بتاعنا نعم، لكن الرئيس بينتقده بعمل خطا الناس بيقولوا ده ما صح كويس. شوف لما استشار كده لما بيقول انه السوشيال ميديا الناس دي طبعا انهم الناس المنافقين حسب توصيف بتاعه طبعا. انا ما اقدر اوصل للصيغه اللي قال، لكن حسب انه الناس دي الناس منافقين وكده كويس. العالم بيعتمد على السوشيال ميديا في الوقت الراهن. لو الرئيس ما يعرف الكلام ده، السوشيال ميديا له دور كبير، لانه الاعلام الموجود في جنوب السودان اعلام هزوم is been controlled by national security. الحقيقه اساسا ما بيوصل للمواطن البسيط كويس، لانه كل شيء اللي بيطلع منه لازم يمر على الامن. هم اللي بيقولوا هم بوجه الاعلام بتاع جنوب السودان بيقولوا تقولوا كده كده. السوشيال ميديا ده المصدر الوحيد الانسان الجنوبي اللي توصل للحقيقه من خلال الاعلام.
بالضبط.
شخصيا انا مؤمن بالكلام ده. فانا شخصيا الناس اللي بيقولوا الناس مفروض تفرح، يا تفرح الفضل في قلب بتاعنا كجنوبيين عشان نقول انه يوم 30 ده نفرح، مع انه في وقت الراهن عندنا اهلنا بيموتوا في المخيمات في جوبا اللي هو الناس بيفرح يوم 30. في ناس هيفرحوا وفي ناس قاعدين في مخيمات جنبهم. انت هتفرح لشنو يعني؟ اخوك هنا جنبك هنا والرئيس هو قاعد في دوله جنوب السودان في القصر، وفي ناس قاعدين كم سنه قاعدين معه، دي المواطنين بتاعه. يا تفرح انت تقول مثلا تعال نفرح. نحن دايرين سلام يجي، لكن ما في حاجه بتخلينا نفرح. معنيين انه يوم نكون قاعدين كل جنوبي يكون قاعد في بيت بتاعه. نحن قاعدين في بلاد المهجر. سبب شنو اللي بيخلينا نكون قاعدين في بلاد المهجر؟ ما هي كل واحد عنده مكان قاعد فيه، ممكن تمشي جنوب السودان حتى لو مشيت قاعد تحت الشجره ده جنوب ده بلدك.
نعم.
فانا شخصيا يعني الخطاب فعلا من الرئيس بيغزل الناس في الخطاب بتاعه. الخطاب انت الرئيس الكلمه قالوا اللسان يعتبر اذكر عضو في جسم الانسان، ولكن انت لو ما عملت مع لسانك كويس انت بتقدر تهدم كويس، بيهدمك. ودي اللي حصل. شفت الكوارث اللي حصل في جنوب السودان ده، الرئيس لو كان عنده كلمه معين كده كان بيجمع فيه الناس. حتى اليوم اللي حصل فيه كويس، لما حصل فيه اللي هو الانقلاب وبيقول فيه انقلاب حصل الرياض عمل خطاب بتاعه بعد ما اوجه ده خطاب بتاع الحرب كان اساسا. انت كرئيس بتاع دوله انت ما ده ما خطاب الحقيقه. انا بحكم الرئيس من الحته دي كويس. ففعلا اذا كان في زول بيقول فعلا ان السلام ده فيه كده، لكن انا شخصيا النيه بتاع الانسان بدون، حتى لو انت بدأت تحاول تكفي الحاجات دي انه في سلام وفي كده، لكن النيه من خلال حديثك انا بقدر احكم عليك من خلال حديثك انه في انت قاب بحاجه في ضميرك. ومقابله بتاع الرئيس انت بتقدر تحكم انه في نيته هل نيه صافي ولا في حاجه في النيه كويس. السلام ده ممكن تقول انا السلام بتتغنى به، لكن نيتك لو ما صافي السلام لا يتحقق. والسوابق بتثبت. احداث بتاع جوبا جي 1 وجده بتثبت. ما في زول بيقول لك لو انت قلت انت في الدليل واضح. نعم رياض ممكن يمشي بكره كويس، لكن شنو اللي بيمنع انه جي 1 وجي 2 تاني ممكن يحصل؟ على حصل في جي 1 ده ممكن يحصل مره ثانيه. الضمانات عشان تقول مثلا رؤساء العالم هيدوا ضمان، ما هيجوا بكره يوم 30 وبعد الاحتفال ما يمشوا. ايه اللي بيحصل بعده؟ البلد هيكون فين؟ الضمانات اللي بتحصل. فانا شخصيا انا ما اطيل عليك الحديث، لكن انا معك فعلا انه الخطاب اساسا في حاجات كده مبهم فيه. انا شخصيا ما مفهوم، وده بيدل على انه ما في نيه صافي من الرئيس، والسلام ذاته ما اخذوا بنيته. الصافي انه وداير يجيب سلام للشعب الجنوب السودان. لكن هنا بنتغنى دايرين ادوا الفرصه للسلام. العقبه ما للناس يا جماعه، الناس اللي بيقولوا let us give a chance peace a chance. ما هنينا الشعب هنينا اللي بندي فرصه، انما الرئيس رمسة الدوله هو المفروض يدي الفرصه للسلام.
للسلام يس.
فده اللي انا داير اجيب فيه، وانا بحيي وبحيي زول وادي. شكرا لك يا جونكور.
اشكرك عزيزي كون لمداخلتك ولكلامك، كلامك طيب في مكانه. شكرا جزيلا. Please, keep showing up. This is the first time for you to come here. لكن نتمنى كمان تشارك في حلقات اللي بيجي في مع بعض ان شاء الله. شكرا جزيلا. شكرا.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, bye.
You could have just camped out on the couch.
يا جماعه زي ما انا قلت لكم احنا بدينا قبل يعني وتقطوا وما تقطوا وكده. الى حين نحن نصل وياكم بنختم البرنامج. انا زي ما انا كلمتكم قبل. I want people to request me early because right now we run out of the time already. I'm not going to stay any longer. شكرا جزيلا للمتابعه. نلتقيكم ان شاء الله الاسبوع الجاي مع جديد وبرنامج جديد ان شاء الله. We expect to have a high profile next week ان شاء الله. شكرا جزيلا.
Salam